There we go. Okay. Laptop has been giving me so much trouble. Seems to get worse over time, too, in terms of just not being able to keep my audio settings correct. Way too many audio devices, I guess, but still, I mean, I think you'd be able to remember my settings. So, these have been reset. Sound levels look kind of normal. I don't know, the background audio might be kind of high. It's kind of odd. Maybe. Anyway, keep an eye on it, but let's see, what is it set to in game? In game is normal too. Anyway, all right. Whoa. Okay, yeah, definitely something weird about the audio there. I'm gonna have to drop the mic volumes a bit here. Oh my god, really hate it. Windows 11, worse and worse. So sorry for the slight delay here. I'm gonna drop some audio levels just a bit. Looking a little more normal now. So annoying. Okay, so we're back. Yeah, let me know if the game audio is a little bit too low in a bit, but it's probably about okay now. Okay, so this is it. We're part 5, which is kind of unusual. In the past, I've only ever gone to part 5 for like riff runs. Riff runs actually go beyond 5 even. Go to like part 6 and 7 because riff is just kind of a slower, longer play style for me, and also takes a longer route for me. This particular route has been not especially long, but the UFD ending in particular, this one map that we're on now, the Protoforge, if you're doing the UFD ending, it generally does take a while. That keeps it, it's pretty flexible. There's a lot of different ways to approach it, but in the end, most ways will take a fair bit of time. But then you're not also as under like a whole lot of pressure to complete it quickly too. So yeah, we don't have to do. We're gonna end this one way or another now. We should, and which means we don't have to do the rest of the upper floors, which does save time in itself. But even just getting this far and doing what we've done so far, installing, so far we've got 7 of the bombs installed. There it is, 7 out of 10 targets ready for detonation. Next target far northwest, get another bomb. Yeah, so we do need another bomb. We have space in our inventory for that. We're running on wheels now. You can dig through west of here. Oh yeah, I remember that. And okay, and yeah, I remember we did have some friends, and there was a little bit of a battle going on over here earlier. Not big scale, but there was something. So our 3 targets remaining happen to be the hardest ones. These 2 here are going to be rather hard. At least we still have, I believe we have a sensor array. Yes, we have a sensor array. We lost the seismic, which honestly I would kind of prefer right now, especially since, if you recall, there were several watchers running around down here, and I didn't take them all out, which means those watchers could be a big problem up here in keeping us uninformed. Because installing these is going to require some pretty close timing, and honestly, it could be down to the wire and very, very tough, I think, to finish this. This is we did the easier parts first. Rather than, I tried to get the hard, if you remember from the last run, or the last stream, I tried to get some of these all the way to the hard ones first last time while we were stronger. In terms of faster and stronger, now we're a bit slower and don't have quite as much support as before. So we're going to see if we can finish this on our own. Delivering bongs. Means you can have a party. Oh yeah, it's going to be a big party. Can't wait for this place to completely explode. So the biggest thing that'll be a problem for us is getting into any protracted fight. We're not going to have the matter for that, because I do not have a tractor beam, and no matter backup, no tractor beam. There's not even any matter storage out here. Actually, you can just check out storage types here. Yeah, the only storage is in the Protoforge area up here. So technically, if we could get back there, that would be nice. If there was one up here, there's batteries here. We don't really need batteries though. Well, batteries would be helpful, but what we really need is matter storage. Or even better is a matter streamer, which probably exists back there, I think. Yeah, see? That. So again, if you get back here in the back, you can get a lot of tools which also allow you to better complete this mission. But we, despite having a lot of core, we don't have a way to dig into the back area this way anymore. I don't have any more tools for that. Expended them already, and then once you get back there, you also have to engage in more fights as well. And technically, it's, you know, if I did have a digging tool, I might consider it specifically for taking out the garrison, which could help our forces a bit. I'd at least consider it for that. And actually, the matter bank, this isn't actually easily accessible right there. It's just a matter bank though, which means you still have to get the matter for it. But it's, you know, it's not the tractor beam. The matter streamer is a powerful form of tractor beam. Very long range, and it sucks matter through walls as well, which means you can easily get a lot of matter with that. It's very helpful on this floor. Curious about your own opinion about the difficulty of the last few bomb areas in the end. Oh, I think it's pretty good. I mean, it's exactly as intended. It's supposed to be. These are supposed to be hard to do. You can, you know, it's all the others are relatively easy by comparison. I think those are kind of like give me's. This is the real challenge for this event here, is assuming you have enough UFD support, right? You have to build up that support in advance, and that's what makes the rest of it easier. If you didn't even have that, then, well, even the first ones can present some challenges, but the biggest challenge are anything back here, especially this one. And it's, you know, right where I want it to be. It's perfectly doable. You just need to be prepared for it, like most other Cogmind challenges. So anyway, route-wise, we do need to go get a bomb, and then we can easily cut through this wall. It's kind of it's a slightly dangerous dig, but, you know, I think we kind of got to do it. And in order to hit this more safely, I don't know what's back here, but it's at least there won't be a ton of enemies, hopefully. And probably there won't be a ton. Hopefully there's none, but anyway, yeah, we can cut through there and get that one. And then it's a matter of these two. So what we could do is stage a few bombs close by first, which means a few trips. Sounds like a job for flight. Yeah, well, we had our hover build earlier, and that's how that's why I was trying to get back into the back areas earlier, because we did have the hover build at the time, but we managed to use Terminus to take out a behemoth here, and then I should have retreated. Instead, I moved forward a little bit, and it turns out there were too many enemies up here, and Terminus got annihilated while we retreated. So that was unfortunate, but we did make it out in one piece. All right, so now let's refamiliarize ourselves with the inventory. I do recall, yeah, so we've got our scrap suit, running our scrap spheres. I do not have a spare scrap suit, which is a little dangerous, but we're only running the scrap spheres, and we've got a lot of them. So, oh, never mind. What am I talking about? We've got a bunch of overtuned weaponry, too. That's what we're using right now. Are we a little hot when we... Oh, I think we're a little hot when we run this, aren't we? No, heat's 147. Yeah, we're pretty hot, and we have one cooling system, probably no backup. So, yeah, this is not actually a great situation. Alright, okay, it's swappable. Swappable slots is, we have one swap, we have the shield, we have two. The shield and cooling, basically, for our swap slots. We do have a bunch of strike rails, which are great. How much matter do those cost? I'm not very familiar with all these parts, having not really used them before. 5 matter per shot on those. Those are really efficient and effective, though. Okay, we've got our power sword back up. Not the greatest thing, but it's better than nothing. Weapon shielding. We do have a jammer as well. Honestly, right now, it's probably a good idea to have the sensor array and the jammer on as we head back east. That does mean we're going to have to swap some stuff, though, occasionally. Alright, I'd like to get rid of those watchers sooner rather than later if we can. Alright, cursors off. Let's go. We do have a spectral analyzer, which would be helpful. Alright, so sensors are not showing anything, which means we're probably good, unless there's hunters nearby. So, as I was saying, hunters nearby. See, this is why I wanted seismic. Seismic would have told us that, and I could have retreated and waited for them to move. There are definitely hunters nearby. So, what we're going to do... We did jam that hunter, which means even if he has a friend, he's not going to show up immediately. What we need to do is immediately retreat, take off our sensors again, put on a shield, and then we're going to need cooling, unfortunately. Put on our shield just so we minimize our damage here. We're still in great shape, more or less. What's our coverage look like? It's mainly our regen plating. Scrap spheres get repairable as well. All this swapping too is really going to run us short on matter. Probably should swap in a strike rail instead of that. And now, all right, so we're still jamming at the moment. Don't really want to lose that jammer either. Unless we pull back, we're probably going to get shot through the wall. So I should probably pull back just a little bit. What are we moving at? We're moving at 90, which is pretty good speed at the moment. He's going to come around the corner in a second. There he is. Pretty hard to hit him with anything but a strike rail. Look at that. He's mega dodgy. We could just fire the strike rail. But yeah, look at those. Look at those rates. The other question is, do we have to put on cooling too before we could fire the other stuff anyway? So maybe I'll just fire a strike rail. All right, there's his friend who actually does not have a bead on us yet. Oh, hunters are going to be so annoying. I really wish there's no seismic out here, is there? There's no seismic. Man, I don't know. This is going to be really hard to finish up in a safe manner. I think all chaos is going to break loose. All right. 43%. Man, it's hard to hit these guys with anything else without any targeting. No targeting and no treads. We're not in a very good battle state. I guess we're going to have to go full combat on these guys. We're going to get spotted by the other one anyway, so immediately going to swap in cooling. Are you kidding me? Oh, great. So the striker did kill our friends down there. We're going to be in serious trouble now. Man. 33% on our beam casters. What does this matter? It's only 5 mana from the strike rail. Another striker. And another striker. Okay, we're going to be in serious trouble. We're going to run out of matter. I say that because I believe we're going to need to use a fusion bomb here, and I do not have spare matter. Well, at least they're killing each other. Oh, okay, now there's 4 strikers. And once I destroy this, it's going to open up more sight lines, but I don't really have a choice now. Oh god, I missed. These are hard to hit. Wow, I almost want to shoot the corner then, just to make sure we hit, but I really, really want to hit in the middle. Missing is very bad, though. Okay, risked it and got him. Oh my god, this is not good. 113. Alright, hopefully these guys are almost dead. Unfortunately, okay, yeah, they're not in that great a shape. They're gonna come after us in just a minute here and be right in our face. Yes, here they come. Well, that didn't work out right. Well, you guys are nicely lined up. Oh, shoot. I need to conserve matter, so we can't fire the railgun, and now we have 23 matter left, so now I have to use the beam casters. This might be... This stream's gonna end early. Come on! So close! Now I wish I was jamming. Okay, this might work. I don't know how fast that ARC is moving. Do I have enough time to swap in my jammer? Oh god, no way. The ARC has not seen us yet, but it has decided it's going into this room, which means now I have to fight the ARC too, and I don't think we can fight whatever's inside that. So close. Pulled out the jammer just in time. Now I have to put back on my cooling, and we're going to run out of matter doing that. Wow, this stream's going to end really fast. Oh no. The ambient heat? Yeah, the ambient heat is definitely quite helpful here. Actually, speaking of that, yeah, we can actually manage. Well, no, it's still pretty dangerous. Oh god, if only not for the ARC. There it is, programmers. Can't even fire my bombs. I think this might. This is getting close to the end. Mainly because of matter. That's the whole reason we're having trouble here is matter. I have a Nova cannon too. Wow. I can't swap in both the Nova cannon and... Can you just die? No, you can't. Whoa. What? Wait. Reset him? What happened there? Striker shuts down. What? What is he doing that for? Oh, never mind. He's going to turn back on. He must have he shut down from overheating, and then he's getting started up again, but he didn't actually start up again. Maybe because he's too hot. That's interesting. Huh. That's, I mean, it's a misfire, but maybe there was multiple things going on there. I don't know. I wasn't at the actual combat log. Could probably figure it out there. I was only looking at the regular log. Anyway, the problem is how to get rid of these guys. 14 matter. I'm going to die to matter loss here. So that's why I was looking for a solution to that throughout this map. But you really got to bring one or get to the back area. Because, yeah, but I didn't plan that far ahead. That might be the nail in the coffin. You know, we're in okay enough shape now, but having to deal with this too. If only there wasn't the ARC, if he hadn't showed up right then. Alright, so we have 14 matter. I can put in a Nova cannon. I don't think we have enough power to kill all this. The most efficient way to do it would be with the fusion bomb. But there's just not enough matter around. And then we're also going to get really corrupted here. We can still survive a while longer, but... If only the UFD could be helpful right now. We're a little far inside, though. But yeah, some friends showing up would be nice. What kind of solution do we have here? Don't have a bunch of tools. Yeah, matter is the biggest issue. If we had matter, this would be not a problem. If I had droppable matter, which I normally do on my combat builds. In fact, I pretty much always do, but I was not. We were running hover to get in here, and so I wasn't carrying that around. We didn't need it at the time. But if I was coming in on a combat build, I would have that already in hand. Alright, so is this survivable? Without matter, we could sidestep the striker real quick and grab... Actually, it would be funny. I mean, this guy's shut down. We could take him over, which would be funny. Unfortunately, I don't have a data jack. If we had a data jack, we could actually... yeah, we could actually take this guy over right now. Oh, he's in... Wait. Oh, he's immobile because he's disabled. We could actually take control of him, which would be funny. He would turn around and help. Unfortunately, rewiring without a data jack is not a safe thing to do in the middle of combat when you're at a disadvantage. Unless you've got allies who can take fire. I do like to do that sometimes as long as there's a diversion. Or if you have a data jack, it'd be really effective right now. Incredibly so. It would allow us to pick up matter while we have a friend to take a couple shots. Whoa, this dude has 116 matter under him from one of the other dead guys. That's actually pretty cool. That's a lot of matter. Oh look, it's another ARC. Where's he going? If he appeared here, there's a good chance he's also headed northwest. I think we're screwed. I think we're completely screwed. Alright, so our shield is protecting us for now, for the most part, but I don't see how... Anyway, wow, this guy's still not started up again? He must be really screwed. Yeah, more ARCs. This This is just bad luck up here. But, you know, I mean, we weren't... I was relying on luck to get out of here, this section. If only I was over here. I mean, literally, if those hunters weren't there... If I'd known about the ARCs, which I would have known if we had the seismic that got shot off earlier, I would have known about the ARCs coming, and really we could have just run to the east, which would have been smarter. Because if you run east here, you've got access to a lot of matter for just... You could throw a bunch of bombs to the west, and then also you've got support to the east because the UFD is at least somewhere over here in this direction, although they're going to be weaker because they're getting attacked from the north. But if you just run past the hunters, that would have worked. I really shouldn't have probably gone west. I didn't... I guess that's part of the problem also of stopping in the middle of a map, which I don't normally do, but last stream was just going way over time and taking a long time in the Protoforge, but otherwise, you know, I probably would have remembered that it would have been smarter to go east. Ooh. Hey, Pac-Man. Yeah, spoiler territory. Not going to actively watch without the stream on. Yeah, we're... bad spoilers. Bad ending, probably, to this run. Gonna get annihilated here. I did manage... So what I did there is because the ARC was unavoidable, basically. I did run over and grab both this decent matter pile and the really big one sitting here. So we've got at least matter again. And part of the reason, and there's another big pile over there, but that's pretty far away. So part of the reason for doing that is, what we can do now is we can bomb ourselves, which will probably take out a lot of the guys nearby. We would have to pull in the other guys a little closer, though, to make that more worthwhile. Hey, Amika, this is... I made one bad move and we had no matter, so... That was the bad move from earlier, though. I didn't think far enough ahead into Protoforge. We needed to bring matter... before coming into this map even, or a tractor beam. So we ran out of matter, and yeah. And then had a bunch of ARCs descend upon us. I haven't even done anything. We're in the same area that I left the last stream in. So, the other thing we can try is just run to the east anyway. We're decently fast right now. We will just get shot a lot by programmers, mostly. And then we're going to start to take a lot of damage, though, because we're about to run out of all our energy is going to run out. So there's only... The two main approaches right now are... is to maybe try to throw a bomb or two and take out a bunch of guys. And then also run to the east. Because we have a lot of core left. So technically we can still rebuild to the southeast. And we need to get the hell out of this area. Alright, so I'm going to see what happens if I run. Oh no, there's a bonk guy coming. Alright, there's another striker to the east. That's nice. Yeah, I don't want to hear anything about luggers right now. Alright, so, I wonder... one thing I don't know is what's going on down here, right? The fact that ARCs are able to come up here is really annoying. Two of them, man. Alright, so the big question now is, do we go east or head southeast? Southeast, there's a higher chance of having enemies in the way. There's a lot of junk in the way. Hello, Centrium Cube. No way Cogmind's great-grandfather's here. Bad situation. Well, yeah, bad situation. Indeed. Very bad situation. I will repeat again because everybody's showing up kind of late. I didn't come into this map prepared for combat, but we're in a combat build now, so. I was here. We came in on hover, so I didn't have some of the tools that I would normally have and need, and we can't source them on this map unless I went into the backside, which we can't dig into anymore. So, bad situation. Also, some bad luck, but anyway. Yeah, so we're kind of rebuilding matter, but the fact that we don't have enough matter... so we had no matter over here. So the only reason we have matter is because I ran through several big matter piles, and my plan is to, if these guys bunch up, we can easily launch them now. The thing is, when there's a lot of enemies, as long as you can, choose a good route to run, and then you get them blocking each other, and you don't take quite as much damage as you might otherwise. You want to avoid running through them, but I went around the north side, which had some obstacles, had them blocking each other. It wasted a lot of their time in general, so it could have been worse, for sure. So the main question now is, though, do we go east or southeast? And once these guys are bunched up, we can also launch them. Run to the one tile quarter, then 1 versus 1 the group. No, we can't. The problem is we can't source matter right now, which means we can't really engage in extended fights. We have some thermal weapons, but it's not strong enough, and there's a lot of enemies that come through here. We can't stay here. There's a striker over here. I don't know what else is to the east. So we either go straight east or we go southeast. Now, we know there is at least one enemy to the east. We don't know what's to the southeast. So I really want to keep fleeing. I don't know which direction to flee, though. If I didn't see that striker to the east, I definitely would flee east. That's for sure. Because I want to get out to the main area as quickly as possible. Southeast could be more dangerous because there's more likely to be enemies out there. What we could do is head southeast, and then if we see anything, then switch north and go off that way instead. Should have grabbed the Rings of Power. Different run. Analyzing everything. Funny, yes. I'm big on analysis. Especially since this is getting very close to the end, so worth it. But oh man, it's going to be hard to pull this off. I think now we might actually lose really close to the end here. And honestly, the other solution is you can bail on the UFD. You don't have to actually finish this event. If over here, if we wanted to, we could just make a run for it and take the exit, and then keep going for a regular win if you don't want to die, right? And it's not going to work out. So we're currently still trying to fight to the last, but you do have that option here, to just retreat and leave them doing their own thing. They will sadly lose without you, but anyway, big decision here. Remember, no Protoforge looting. No, I don't have the ability. If I had another digging tool, I would have considered going in the backside. But even then, we haven't had that opportunity yet. Big fail on that part. Didn't get enough digging tools. We only had a few expendable ones, which were used. Well, broadsword counted, but I blew that one up. That was my fault. Actually, wait. No, the broadsword doesn't count. Never mind. We can't even use that here. The Protoforge is extremely hard to get through. You need special tools for that. Broadsword isn't special enough. I gotta make this decision. Southeast or east? Alright, I'll pick the safe way, I guess. I'm gonna go southeast first and just hope there's nothing down here. We do have spectral, which means we can at least see guys before we reach them, right? Yeah, we used the Terror Bomb. That's how we did this over here. So we had a Terror Bomb, but I used it to open the backside. As you see, there was no back entry here. So by opening that, it did open more options, and it has been helpful so far, and will continue to be helpful. Assuming survival. Alright, so there's a striker in the back. Oh, he started up again. Great. That's not good. Okay, so currently there's still no enemies to the southeast. That's interesting. We're almost about at a good point where we could fire bombs to the northwest before we head out of here. This is kind of a safer area to do that, is to start bombing. It is going to mean we're going to have to bomb everything, and it's kind of wasteful, I think, if only because these guys are going to just come up against the UFD anyway. Everyone's going to kill each other, so avoiding too much of this direct confrontation is better for us. Also, how many bombs can we actually fire? What's this got on it? 19 matter? Okay, we can fire a lot of bombs. We get a lot of fusion bomb ammo, but as soon as I open fire, red items on the ground look like bot cubes, but they aren't. I see. Yeah, I see what you mean. The bombs, the drill bombs. There's a bunch of drill bombs down here. Do need to get me some of those. Still need to sage several of them. We're still running the jammer. We're jamming everybody. Gonna lose that. If we run, actually, because we're on scrap spheres, the only things that can catch us are programmers and the swarmers. The striker eventually, I think he's probably forgotten about us by now. He doesn't know about us after being reset. So he's technically safe at the moment. So it's mainly, we can outrun most things, which might be smart. It's hard to tell right here, which is going to be the most effective. I guess it really depends on whether there's enemies to the southeast. If there are, then we're going to get caught in a pincer. All right, I'm just going to keep running. If there are not enemies, all right, there is the striker. He is still being, all right, they're being jammed, so the striker's not coming yet. If he starts coming, we're going to know pretty quickly. All right, the striker went north. There he is. Good old Spectral, telling us everything we need to know. Still no enemies to the southeast. There's a lot of drill bombs in here, though. Okay, got an enemy to the southwest, but he's fine. Well, they just cannibalize. Oh, power amplifier? Oh, nice. Oh, repairing my jammer. How nice of it. That's actually somewhat helpful. Also, we don't even have one of the good scrap suits. Dang, we need to go into the good ones, man. So that we can do some even better repairs here. Got a regular old scrap suit. Well, anyway, maybe later. Now it's kind of like, let's try not to die. Okay, another drill bomb to the southeast. They're going to end up with all the drill bombs out here, aren't they? Oh, corrupted misdirection here. Still no enemies to the southeast. Okay, one enemy. We're getting to where we might start running into some enemies guarding the entrance. Looks like it's just that one dude for now, though. Oh, look, it's a replacement power sword. Actually, what kind of melee stuff is out there? Terror saws. Deflector sword! Yeah, that'd be nice, but that's not out here. Anyway, there's a power sword right here. If we need a replacement. Time for the UFD regen. Ah, yes. Yeah, definitely, it's somewhat helpful. Also, our scrap spheres are getting repaired as we run. That's always nice. Right now, I'm just trying to get the hell out of here. So, yeah, it's actually working out. Shoot, I need my regen plating on. And that got turned off. Infinite integrity, sort of. What I need is infinite matter. Oh, look, enhanced biometal leg. It's in great shape, too. Oh, whoops, I'm not actually there yet. Get some more integrity. Prototype piercing weapon. What is sucking up all your matter? Oh, yeah, we were using launchers earlier. I had to use launchers, and the thing is we just have no backup matter, which means we're limited at 300 because we have no tractor beam and no storage, and there's none except in the back area. So that's the main problem. Hey, Dusty Tretch, thank you for the subscription. So yeah, our main problem here, yeah, it's just matter on the ground, which means we have to stick to places that have matter on the ground, though, which is not good, because honestly, we need to be spending time up here. This is where we were, and this is where we need to head, and there's not any matter back there, which means as soon as you get stuck in a protracted confrontation out here, you're in big trouble. So an alternative would be to try to go with thermal, but honestly, with the groups, we really need to use our launchers, so... okay, Amka suggests good enough to hang around the busy areas and nuke guys who come by. Helps you build up your allies. Makes sense. I can see that. Anyway, running there was definitely a good move. We didn't really want to stand and fight yet. Taking out OB-10 bots with minimal UFD losses is a good long-term plan. That's true. Haven't been built up for that yet. Actually, 225, yeah. So, oh yeah, this dude down here now knows we're here, though, doesn't he? Yes, he's coming for us. At some point soon. Yeah, like, this could be... I'm a little low on energy, but I was going to say this could be a good area to stand and fight for a bit to take out the guys that are chasing us. One of the problems is we only have this one launcher, too. And I really don't want to take out too much of the areas back here. Oh yeah, yeah, definitely what I wanted to do is hit the guy in my face. Oh, whoops. Great. Pressed the wrong key. I was trying to turn off my cursor. I accidentally moved. That was not at all what I wanted to do. Brave Circus Roddy, yes, yes, very brave here. We're bravely running away. I need to get away from these melee dudes because I can't fight them up close, and we're faster than them anyway. I don't like taking damage, but what we want to do is make sure our regen plating doesn't die because that is a long-term survival option. I see friends. Oh, I see friends. Okay, friends. You think you could help me out a bit? Oh, whoops. Unknown ballistic gun. I forgot he left his stove on at home. Yeah, I'll be right back. No, that is the advantage of this event. Is really there's a lot of opportunities for rebuilding yourself. I mean, there's tons of stuff here, and you know it's a big back and forth. So yeah, live to fight another day. But well, I'm glad we made it out of there anyway. That running was a good idea from the very beginning. A lot of matter here. Definitely good for fighting. Let's see. I mean, at this point, we can already stand and fight and grab even bombs from here and bring them back in instead of... There's no reason to retreat all the way. Main reason... Yeah, we don't need to do that, actually. So... Left behind a bit of a mess. So many mechanics. Yeah, the mechanics. Hey, oh yeah. Hey, Dosh. None of this is my doing, really. It's, All right. I do need to be careful about turning around and erasing large swaths of stuff, though. What's with those programmers up there? What is this guy doing? They're just being slow. Okay. I'm kind of more safely take these. Dude, try not to hit me when you're missing the enemy. Okay. Now I have to be do a little more careful rebuilding. Let's see, what kind of... There's an 0bPrime scraps. Oh, it's over there. That's the wrong way, dude. That's not the way I want to go. There's probably another one though. Ah, there's the other one. We could go that. I could get that one, or wait and then move forward a little bit there. Regular scrap suit. Oh, yeah, I could probably pick that up, but I want to replace my scrap suit anyway. And just to be sure, yeah, wait a minute, no, check storage types. There's an energy well. That's all we've got. I see anti-grav out there would be nice. Wonder what this is. Kin accelerator. Consume the scrap suit. Yeah, we should really just replace the scrap suit at this point. What I need to do is I'm trying to replace it though with a better one. Okay, so we can actually fight from this point though. Getting a little hot. That's not good. Whoops. Do not have quite enough utility slots. As you can tell, our prop slots are a bit overboard here. Alright, cooling down. Turn that guy off. Can the floor get sterilized? No. No sterilization here. Wonder what that proto-reactor can be. Gonna let my friends do a little fighting here while I actually rebuild a bit. Oh, did that get just stolen? There's the one up front, but shoot, they took it away. God damn it! I was gonna come over here and get that other scrap suit, but it's already been stolen. They stole my scrap suit. It got consumed by one of them. I didn't even see them coming from that direction. No, it got retrieved. I see it there. It got stolen. Yeah, it was stolen, not consumed. I consumed a regular one, but there was one over here on the ground from dropped by one of these dudes. Okay, well that's unfortunate. What else is over here on the ground? Lack of utility slots is a problem. My own annoying drones. Whoops. my own annoying drones messing with me. Yes, I love it. They're great. That's fine. I will gladly be hoisted by my own petard, as you say. We're gonna need to replace the vortex chain reactor, sadly. Which is going to drop our energy, and which is also a problem considering we kind of need to power the Aegis as well. Oh well, at least our wheels are of full integrity, right? And I guess also I should probably grab one of these bombs while I'm at it. Where's the closest drill bomb? Closest one is over there. Fine, let's just go. Grab that. Also, there's another lugger coming too. Oh look, it's an executioner. Friends are now gonna die. Alright, I can grab this. We cannot currently see unidentified parts that match a certain type. That's coming in beta 16, which the search menu item searching in beta 16 has been improved further. Finally got to my list that's been growing for a while of new features that I wanted the search menu to have on it. Yeah, that was done a little while ago. The latest thing I've been working on is the new scanalyzers. A lot of you are probably not aware that yet that patrons voted for a scanalyzer expansion, so we're getting new scanalyzer mechanics, and those are well underway. Yesterday I spent all day working on that, so gonna have some cool new things available from scanalyzers. Alright, so power source, you need to pick up one of those power sources. Also, it'd be nice to identify some here. The expansion will break my parts twice as often. No, completely new mechanic. Completely new mechanic that will allow you to basically upgrade common OB10 parts. It will be very interesting. Alright, how's our region plating doing? It's half dead. Upgradealizing, yes, there you go. Alright, so, you know what? The scrap suit is in... really need that scrap suit. It's the one over there. That's the one I need to grab. Alright, I need another one emergency close. Is there any scrap suits out here? It's way down there. Fine. Oh, they killed everybody, huh? Oh, no, never mind. They're over there. I was not paying attention. They're doing fine. They are doing fine. Sort of. They're getting surrounded, but they're still alive. That's good. You can't identify any other power sources without... this is, I mean, this prototype reactor. It's got to be good. Let's take that. But I can't identify them yet without removing my own, which would drop our storage, so I don't really want that. Way over there. Just trying to see if we can get some kind of replacement weapons going here. Actually, could use this scrap suit maybe. There we go. Go scrap suit. Okay, now I don't want to eat this. Because now I need to actually pick this guy up. There we go. Makeshift coolant network. Spectral analyzer. Well, I could repair. We still don't have a prototype one. I really would like a prototype. Scrap suit. 0bPrime works with prototypes. Well, we have a decent number of friends on the way. Yeah, I really need the prime one. What is a UFD support? We're high, so fairly decent. Too bad we're not max, but high is pretty good. It would have been better if we'd taken out the garrison, but I didn't do that. Experimental targeting computer. It would be so nice to have targeting. Very limited, mainly because we're running a scrap suit and the heavy regen and shield, and yeah, can't swap stuff out. And then we need storage. Basically, we only have 2 swappable slots, and they're barely swappable at that. We kind of need those on, so we can't actually buff ourselves in any other way. We're overpropped here. And a little underpowered and underutility for this style we're going for at the moment. Can repair a cooling system at least. Oh, our friends are still alive in there. Finish him. Finish him! Okay, they didn't finish him. Yet. Okay, so there are no enemies. Everyone is dead, and we've got these guys. We have a bomb in our inventory. So, yeah, let's push. All right, where's the nearest 0bPrime scrap suit? Hey, we're getting close to one. Ooh, somebody dropped one right there. Yes. All right, give me some 0bPrime. As long as one of these guys doesn't go pick it up. Just slam right into that guy. We're going. 0bPrime right there. Boom. 0bPrime scrap suit. So yeah, this let's see. Oh, it still wouldn't be able to repair. We can't repair strike rails with this because they're just not repairable. But we can technically repair the railgun, which we couldn't repair earlier. We do still have 2 spare strike rails. Those are, we don't have a way to replace those as well. Something to keep an eye on. Power sword. The other one is destroyed. There was another one in better shape earlier. But yeah, we can't search up things that are unidentified yet, so. Moving at 90, pretty good clip. Okay, so as long as we stay around matter, yeah, be in okay shape. Time to try to take out whatever comes at us. Hey, Vagabond, thank you for the subscription. Are you winning? Yes and no. I would have to say at this point now more yes than no. I would have said more no than yes about 30 minutes ago. Mainly because we were in a really bad spot, but and they were at 18% corruption. Is there? I guess there's no way to get rid of corruption really on this map, unless you bring it. Well, or I mean, unless you go in the back. Actually, isn't there a way to do that in the back? I believe. I think yeah, there is, but it's further back. So that's also bad. In fact, yeah, some people end up with high corruption. I think someone's actually died of corruption here before. Because it is one of the long-term factors that can build up is high levels of corruption. All right, so we can now head back more or less northeast. Yeah, I mean, all the targets are up there, so who knows where our friends are going to go from this point. Although, there it is. All right, there's still a lugger. All right, that's the lugger. He will actually, he's going to bring and install a bomb. So if we can help protect this guy. Several of these are his escorts. Some of them are not. Some are his escorts, though, which are leading him. And they're all going to head, they're going to head northwest because there are only 3 targets left and they have to be headed for one of those. Oh, I will mention that for Beta 16, I improved their AI. The lugger AI actually, and their just general behavior. Not their local AI in general, but some improvements there too. Basically, I spent some hours, half a day working on just their AI, improving it very significantly. There was a lot of weird situations they couldn't deal with effectively or at all in some cases. Pretty rare, but it was possible for them to really screw up. And also, they picked their targets. They didn't have to do a really good job of picking targets. They're going to do a better job of that now. They weren't intended to be really smart. I mean, they're Cogmind allies. They're not. You don't want them to do all the work for you, right? But they were a little too stupid in some important scenarios. So you will notice, in some cases, improvements on that in Beta 16. But in this case, we can at least be sure that they're headed northwest and they're going to be headed towards one of these spots. So if we can cover for them, we'll be in good shape. All right, we have 1 spare power source. I should have 2 on me. What kind of power sources are out here? Reinforced antimatter. That's pretty good, actually. It's right next to us. We should go pick that up. I'm going to pick that up and drop... I guess we dropped kin accelerator since I don't have enough. I can't really work with that anyway. Grab this reinforced antimatter reactor. And then come on back and start pushing. We do have a launcher. We better still have our launcher. Fusion bomb. That's the main one. We can't lose that. That's our only launcher. Is there any other launchers, actually? Launchers isn't a normal thing that gets dropped on this map. You have to go to the back. As you can see there's some really good ones in the back. Even the faulty ones would be repairable, technically. Smart ZDS was repairable until I used my SR before, but to duplicate a bomb, which was pretty cool. But anyway, the blanket launcher is awesome. Dispersal blasters not going to be of help, but this is our only launcher, which means we need to hopefully not lose that. I was carrying on weapon shielding earlier, but really with only 2 swappable slots, we have problems putting that in. I wonder if it's worth I guess we might as well put on the jammer now. Also, I have the sensor array, but I don't think it's gonna be as helpful here. All we really need is the scanalyzer. Put on the jammer for now. Okay, wait, one thing. All right, one thing we know, actually. Okay, sadly, I did not break through this wall yet. Which means our friends here are definitely going to go down this main corridor. Yeah, we duplicated a bomb. So you didn't have to travel. We duplicated it way down here to get a 2 for 1. Pretty good use, I think. Yeah, both, even in hindsight. So anyway, they're going to come through here. If we had destroyed a wall up here, they might try the north side if they're going to the back. But we do know which direction they're going to take, which means we can kind of preempt that. Be careful about placing the exit square last. It's a long way back. Well, they're all back here. I mean, there's one even further back here. This is even further away if you're talking about that. in talking about return trip. But really, you don't have to go all the way back. It's not a long trip. We just have to make it to here. We don't have to go back to the forge room. Remember, the labs are safe. So we only have to make it to this corridor. And you're outside the explosive radius. So it's not quite as far as one might think. If you do this, even the exit isn't quite as far. You don't have to go back that way. I mean, maybe on some layouts it would be harder to reach, but not usually a big issue. Because you can dig through and link rooms. It's a demarcation line. There's not a radius. There's a section of the map that's going to explode. Basically, all this stuff's going to explode. So as soon as you get out of there, it's safe. Oh, you haven't done it before? I thought you did that event. But yeah, when they'll make a line, you just got to be across the line. They'll tell you about that. Make sure you're on the east side of the line they set. Okay, just one disarmed swarmer up here. So I just need to stay near matter piles and blow everything up. And I like standing on this matter pile. Another drill bomb right next to us. I have no experience dying on this map? Well, I mean, exactly. That should be a part of winning then. You should have seen already what they do. They show you the line and show you where you can escape from, etc., whatever. They even tell you can take the exit. That's the other thing you can do. You don't have to make it back to the east side. If you don't have enough time to do that, and they tell you can do that, is you can take the exit as well. Obviously that changes. That means you don't get the ending, the new ending, if you do that, but that is an option, and it also leads to the Cogmind's new hard mode, if you want to do that. That is an alternative option. Alright. Oh yeah, so, whoa, there's 2 lugger troops here. Ooh, it's a double lugger dispatch here, and so all these guys are leading them. This is actually a pretty good scenario to be in. Yeah. I need to start getting... They're going to head north. I need to move off this pile and start moving north to get a look down the corridor. Reinforced energy 16. Yeah, that kind of sucks. Our energy situation is going to be a lot worse once we lose our vortex. At least it'll last a little while longer. Also, I need to replace these weapons probably, huh? Although we're mostly going to be using launchers, and our weapons more or less exist for, man, OVR Nova Cannon. Sheesh, I'm going to cool something like that. Anyway, our weapons more or less exist as armor for now. It is the one to the northeast. I was going to say, in this kind of situation, it's better to probably put on like a linear accelerator. Look at that. Helical rail cannon. Also very cool. We can't get that, though. That's inside. So much good armor lying around, too. Oh, I see an imp. Where's the drill bomb zones? All 3 that are left. There's only 3 left, and they're all in the top left corner right here. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, we did 7 of them last week, and it's just the final ones, which are pretty serious. So what I was originally planning on doing is actually coming from the north side and doing it myself with sensors and just avoiding enemies, and then cutting through the wall here. I started the stream today up here with sensors, and I said the only thing that can stop us now is hunters, and there were hunters around the corner. And that cascaded into ARCs and a big fight up here that I had to run from. But if I'd had my seismic still, I would have avoided that, and I could have easily made it out and then back in and cut through this corner to hit the back install on our own first, and then come back out. But so now we have to change our plans though, because all these guys are going to be headed to these spots. So if we can just push straight forward and successfully do that, it's going to be pretty tough, I think, because they're going to be repeatedly dispatching. We'll just have to see if we can overpower them. So yeah, thanks. Yeah, we're gonna need some luck here. I already had enough bad luck earlier, so certainly there's some good luck remaining, right? Okay, so there was an imp to the west. Here comes everybody. Could actually use our matter from a distance against these guys too. Yeah. We are technically jamming. Our range on the jammer is not great though, which means it's almost being useless at the moment. Especially if I fire. Imps could come out of there. Alright, let's do... Okay. There's one of those watchers reported us. Linear accelerator can hit that guy. Oh, destroyed his gun in one hit. It was kind of a lucky hit, though. Now he's moving. He's moving. Outranging these hunters up there. We're standing on a matter pile, so... CPS ain't gonna do you any good, dudes, because I'm gonna have to open up with the launchers. Can someone take out this imp? Thank you! That's what I was hoping. Shoot. My system corruption prevented me from launching. Alright, so we need our friends, as many of our friends to survive this as possible. We're shielding them as well, which is nice. Oh, cute. If we can hold aggro with launchers too, it's very helpful for our enemies to, our allies here to survive this. Alright, so there should be just one enemy left over there. Ouch. Stop hurting our luggers. Almost dead, but not dead yet. Wow. Even the strike rail missed. And we still haven't actually, our matter hasn't gone down because there's a nice big matter pile here. Launcher time, my favorite time. Yes, launcher time. Really afraid of losing that. Really sucks to, it was funny to completely miss with the strike rail. That's very rare. Shield leg. Actually, are there any replacement cooling systems? No, there's not. Alright, well, time to push forward. Hope my corruption doesn't make me kill our lugger friend here. Also, wait a minute. Okay, I need to make sure I'm not... I'm highlighting... If you hold Control and Alt, it can extra highlight the dangerous areas. Just making sure I'm not going to step on anything here. So yeah, main corridor going west. You can see where the walls used to be. This will be a little harder to survive going into a narrow corridor, which honestly, I don't know if I could go fast enough. We could clear out, make a slightly wider corridor, because if we outnumber them, that's an advantage. Great. It's an advantage to have better Yeah. Oh, good. Dude was disarmed. Now he's picking up a gamma rifle. Oh, yeah. Gotta love them upgrading themselves. Helical railgun on the ground. Alright, so as expected, they are indeed going to go through this corridor. Oh shoot, there's a warden down there. Oh, what the heck? He's still there. That is so funny. He can't actually see up here because he can't see through this hole, and he can't see through the machine, which means this dude is still alive. That's kind of annoying. Anyway, we're actually pretty close to this. But yeah, we're gonna definitely keep him shielded as best possible. There comes a hot shot. Hot shot. Uh-oh, we're getting attacked from the rear. We just lost an elite. I think we're gonna be in big trouble here. We get attacked from the rear as well. Bunch of hot shots up front. I'm gonna hit that guy with my strike rail. Oh, whoa. The beamcaster has a strike rail. What is a strike rail range? Wow, it's 18 and beamcaster's longer. Oh, 22. Damn, those beamcasters are awesome. I was gonna say, why can't my strike rail can't even hit that guy, and it has decent range? Wow, that's unexpected. Obviously, our linear accelerator is fine over there too. I don't really want to hit the other guys though. Looks like whoever's coming from the rear is not coming fast. They must have just taken a pot shot. I think I'm going to stop firing my beamcasters so we can save energy, and I'm going to just push forward at the moment. Thank you. Good job. Sentry is just going to sit down there. Alright, our current speed is 90, 18%. Okay, so I'm really curious if there's any enemies around the corner. They're repairing themselves. How do our friends look? Our friends are kind of green. We only have 3 elites and 3 scrapoids, which honestly is not enough to take on a group. There's 2 haulers still active, though. Are they going to go north through that room? No, I hope not. Uh-oh. Door opened. I think there might be hunters to the north. Yeah. I'm pretty sure there's a hunters up in that room up there. Or this guy just went through the door, but we're jamming this dude, so who knows? It's not even worth firing anything but the strike rail, but it sure is nice to have a strike rail, having to run around, being able to run around the corner and then try to take a pot shot of this dude. Great, now we're being blocked. Alright, guys. Here comes an ARC from the north. So close. Alright, guys, finish that off. Okay, here's the ARC. Alright, do I take a pot shot and find out what's in the ARC first? See, this is a problem here, because what's going to happen is, once a fight starts, I'm going to be really likely to want to use my launchers, and as soon as I do that, this whole area opens up and is going to make it a little harder to sneak in later. We're really close to this bomb spot. We can try to take them out with direct fire weapons. I can pull to the west, our allies can come here to the east side of this corridor, and we'll just try to use direct fire weapons. We don't know what's in them, we also don't know... Yeah, the other thing we can try to do... Oh, no, these guys... He's probably going to spot him first. If I push forward a little bit, I can jam him too, because this guy might have friends with him. Well, either way, I'm going to be moving west a little bit, so we'll do that first. Yeah, this ARC is actually just going to be passing by and going through there. If it was just me alone, I would sneak into this room. Oh, we do outrange them, yeah. That's not the problem, though. We outranged them by far. Now they got shot. Alright. What else do we have here? We are technically still jamming. We're jamming. Alright, we're actually jamming, but I'm going to push forward one space. I'm kind of afraid of opening this door, because I don't know what's behind it, but... I wanted to jam whatever was going to pop out of there, and the only way to do that, ensure it, was to step north by one more space, in case they popped out a bit to the north. That's actually a pretty good deal. Look at that. There's 2 melee guys in there. We just need to take out the ranged guys, and everyone else is going to die. I need to probably put on more strike rails, just so that I can kill stuff in the corridors really fast. But yeah, this is easy squad. Strike rail annihilation. We've still got 2 luggers intact. This is really good. Alright, so what I should probably do now is... Our friends are going to be able to deal with that just fine. I'm guessing our luggers are going to... It's hard to tell, actually, whether they're going to go north or west. It depends. They might not be targeting this. If they're targeting these inside areas, which it's more likely they're targeting one of these 2, then they're also... more likely to go north up this corridor, actually, than through this room. This is actually a tough call. I could lead them straight up, which is probably better, if only because that is where the enemies are going to be coming from. Or I could try to go this way and get to the enemies first, if there's anything even up there. I wonder if there's any watchers nearby. I should probably... Alright, the first thing to do, I think, is... stop jamming real quick, put on my sensors. Oh, there's an ARC to the southwest. Okay. Good thing he is headed south. He's not coming this way, he shouldn't see us. This guy is going to spot us in the corridor, though. Once we head north. We haven't had any friends coming this way before. We're making it this far, they've only successfully done this because I'm helping bring them at this point. But this guy's going to spot us coming through the corridor and engage. He'll... probably not attack the luggers. The luggers are probably going to be in the center or the west of this corridor, headed north. But he will see the escorts and then start opening fire, so I guess I should probably go north. But yeah, I was thinking about chipping the wall to the left here and making a shortcut. That's what I would have done, or myself probably. But I don't think they won't necessarily reroute because I've done that. They'll stick to their current route. Unless they have a need to repath. But it would be good if it'd probably be better if they come through this way. I could try and get them to do that. Well, the sensor's helping, at least. Also, I can't do this unless I fire through a lot of this stuff. There we go. Can you guys finish that dude off? Apparently, eventually. Okay. Alright, now the luggers might end up repathing just because there's a lot of guys moving around in here. So. There's another power sword on the ground. Mine is 39. I just like to have a decent backup melee weapon that is not in bad shape. But I also have got 240 matter. I really need to keep my matter as topped up as possible because we're now headed into an area where there isn't a lot of matter left. So it makes me really want to grab that pile. But that means I can't lead into this room unless I like open a door over there or something. I am going to... There's an executioner. Go through the wall here. Oh, shoot. Come on, luggers. Can you do it? Can you get out of this corridor? Alright, these guys to the north are headed east and south. Our friends here are going this way, to their target. This guy needs to slow the hell down. If he gets out there. Actually, it looks like so far he might be okay. I'm gonna wait here for one turn. He's gonna get killed by a striker, isn't he? Oh no, he's waiting there because he's too far ahead. Oh shoot, where's the luggers doing? They're coming this way. Not good. Very not good. Okay, so if I stand here, whatever the guys coming around the corner are going to shoot straight through me and kill the luggers. So I think we're about to lose these guys because the strikers are going north. These guys are headed this way. Oh, man, why do they guys make this so hard? Okay, so a couple solutions here. One is head to the east of the corridor so that I can draw fire while the luggers do their thing and hit these guys to the north. The other option is literally to run through here and install a bomb all on my own. And kind of just let my friends deal with enemies as they can. Basically use them as cover instead. Surviving as best they can. If I try to fight and then... I should probably let them get as far as they can. It's probably a better option. Here comes the executioner. He's gonna hurt. Oh, I have no energy. Wonderful. Why is my vortex chain reactor off? I did not notice. It must have overheated earlier. I now have no energy. That's gonna hurt. Now our luggers are here. No, I didn't have a master plan. I'm just talking and not paying attention to my build. Basically, that's going to cost us big. The fact that I had that off, big cost. Huge cost. Very unfortunate cost. I'm going to have to take off my sensors now. We could jam for just a second. Just to slow down the stuff to the north, but I don't think it's going to slow them down much. Our luggers are actually going around the corner, which would be nice. I don't think they're going to get the installs done, though, not unless our friends can actually take out strikers, which I'm guessing they can't. Damn. So close. Oh yeah, I can turn on my shield now. No, I forgot. I had to get my energy up for that with the vortex because I had no energy, which means I wouldn't be able to fire. Pretty screwed. No, our friends are dying. Did they kill everybody? We have some elites left, but I guess the luggers are probably dead by now. It's close though, and they got bombs really close in though. We'll see. Shortly. Shortly we will see. 137 to the southeast. Whew. Right in the scrap suit? Oh, well, that's good. I don't really mind the scrap suit taking damage. We got a lot of that. Integrity, right? So close, man. So close. Cannot take down this striker. Thank you. Alright, well, sadly, our luggers died right before we got to the target. That was so close. Didn't mean to actually move this way. You're getting shot by hunters. Hope not. Probably, though. No? There's no one over there? Oh, yeah, there they are. I was going to say, I thought I saw a hunter shoot through the wall. Hey, by pushing forward, we've already got friends coming. Just to the east here. That's kind of nice. 65 matter. What are we spending here? 13? That's a bit high. Got a fuse. This guy's still green. I can't afford him getting near me, so I'm gonna pull back. Oh, our friends aren't actually coming this way. They were sort of headed in this general direction. Man. That was kind of a nice critical mass of allies, too. Misdirection. We have a mechanic shield guy here. That's nice. Where are you guys going, man? Yeah, nice job on the mechanic there. By stepping in front of all these guys, I reversed their direction. They're all headed south now. They were actually going to go north. Yeah, the VCR is just doing a good job sticking together there, huh? Alright, need to put on another gun here. Put on a strike rail, but... yeah, that's probably might as well. You noticed this recently? I kept walking in front of Terminus and then he turned back around? Well, he will if he's got somewhere to go and you're blocking him in a corridor like there. I mean, that's the way they're supposed to work. VCRs never die. Oh, this VCR is dying. Here comes an executioner. Nice. Ouch. Right in the scrap suit. Is there another one of those around here? There's one there. There. That's not the direction I want to go. Oh, they left some in the front. That's good of them. Okay. Well, he should just shove you out of the way. Out of the way, chum. Most enemy. It's generally annoying. People are annoyed when allies push you out of the way, right? Just think about behemoths. They do that, right? If you get your allied behemoths, they love pushing you around. Terminus complimented my number of weapon slots. Never seen that dialogue before. Well, someone clearly doesn't use a lot of weapon slots when they're around Terminus very often, huh? or ever. These guys, I need to like be in front of these guys, I think, because I need help. It's only the second time I've ever seen him. Oh god, here comes an imp. Please don't miss. Oh, yes! Thread the needle with the fusion bomb. Please don't die, fusion bomb launcher. It's already... now the mechanic's blocking everyone else. Did a good job getting around him. Aegis and regen, man. So awesome. Damn it, I don't want to shoot that guy. Well, now we're just taking out everything. Bonk Boy's being tanky today. Yeah, sorta. Alright, let me see. Can I hit that effectively? It's sort of effective. Is this guy hurt at all? He's not even hurt. Man. This is kind of not a great fusion bomb launch moment. I'm gonna go back to using guns here. Oh, alright. The sentry inside is now active. I didn't like having him around anyway, so it'd be nice to get rid of him. Can you guys take out this dude? Maybe you can. I'm gonna fight the Executioner. There you go. Hell yeah. I took out their fire support. Can you guys finish the job in the front line here? Maybe. Maybe not. He retreated! He retreated! Unless he's been disarmed. No, he hasn't been disarmed, we can tell. He did retreat though. Maybe I should just help. Oh shoot. We're actually too hot firing all these. Mainly because of the OVR. Please don't have anything bad happen. Now I'll turn it off. Oh god. Okay. Alright, sentry. What are you doing in here? I already circled around behind the sentry. Can you guys like finish him off? Alright. Gotta wait here for another lugger. Gonna have to pull off this vortex chain eventually. Shout out to the -20 ambient heat making this build possible. Yeah, see? Dev taketh away, but Dev also giveth. Get your -20 ambience. Pretty awesome. Can you guys finish him off? Thank you. I think that was them finishing him off, right? Not yet. Okay, now I gotta take out this other sentry here, which probably I should just, like, do as well. Let's see. Yeah, we're in fine shape. Did he just go south? Great. Anyone want to come this way and help me? No? Oops. OVR magic. Reinforced armor, pretty good integrity, kind of hot though. Our problem is there's a lot of good armors around here. The problem is I don't have slots for it. We don't have swappable slots right now. We have 2 only, and they're when they're not used for Infowar, they have to be used for other stuff. Oh, power. Oh, I see what you mean. Reinforced armors and for reinforced power for armor, or I mean for for as an armor. Yeah, what would the coverage be actually even on that? It's actually not any better than Vortex Chain, I guess. So yeah, I'm just waiting basically. We have 2 power sources. I'm waiting to slot those in, but it's the same as the Vortex in the end. So we'll be putting it on eventually. Our core is now at 865. Not that bad actually. We haven't expended quite too much, but some of our key parts, the Vortex, the Regen, and the Aegis are taking too much damage, and also our bombs also damage. So I don't know. Unless we can make this push, finally. All right, I'm gonna push forward, and this closest scraps. All right, yeah, that's right. There's the ones up front. coming back again. Oh, actually, that'd be really cool. I was just thinking of one of the new beta 16 search features that would be helpful for me right now. Like, what I want to do right now is look at all the nearby parts that aren't matter. And in beta 16, you would be able to do that. We can't do that yet with the current search feature, but there's also coming up next in beta 16, the advanced search feature gives you exclusion strings as well. So we could type like minus matter or even just minus mat. Probably would want to do full just in case, but it'll take out all the matter from the list. And you can combine that as normally you can combine, you can say all the power sources, and if there's too many, then you can also combine it with like a minus matter. And yeah, get an even better list. So some more filtering coming. Regex support too. No, but it's good enough, right? No, the exclusions would be helpful. I was actually, I added exclusions mainly just because, but to be honest, I'm now thinking of more and more use cases, and I've literally got one right here. Like, I want to see what's nearby, all the nearby items at the moment, just because I'd like a convenient list. And the matter, though, on this particular map especially, in this event, is rather, the matter level's high, but it'll be really nice once we can get rid of that and filter down the list that way. Because I'm not actually looking for anything specific at the moment. I just want to see what's nearby to see if it could maybe trigger any ideas for what I might want to use. Because that might give me some, new ideas, but that'll be a nice feature. But anyway, whoops, thinking about minuses. But yeah, probably we'll want to replace my scrap suit if there's a better one nearby. The closest ones are, I think, all up in the front line where, they were doing some fighting a little while ago. And they should still be there. They're probably not all picked up yet. There's a lot of fighting going on, so not everything's getting picked up just yet. Yeah, time for more ARCs. That's what I'm afraid of. So we've got our sensor array. We'll see them coming if they're coming. I'm pushing further ahead from our allies this time. There's a grunt. Flexi carbon 127, 157. Could replace one of my legs with one of these. The only thing I'm worried about then is hunters, as usual. Because we don't have seismic, but at least I can see other stuff, and at least the watchers are gone. Not having any watchers around is nice. We could pick up this myomer leg, get for it a little bit of extra leg integrity. Because I'm mainly just using legs as armor. Treads could work too if they've got more, but they don't. Not really much more integrity on those. This is all just, regular stuff dropped by our friends. Okay, so, oh shoot, are the scrap suits gone? Okay. Wait a minute, they're all gone. They all got picked up. No! In the time that I left, all the scrap suits got picked up. Ours is still fine, I'm just always trying to, top up. But it looks like they're gone. Fortunately, the drill bombs do not get picked up, which means those luggers did manage to pull one all the way up here. Could probably just rush the remaining bombs. Sort of, yeah. The main problem is just, they can drop enemies right on top of you. What you want to do, preferably, is make it so that you're not... Rush is problematic here, yeah. It's it could be the end if it screws up. But you have to time it. Hopefully there was just a dispatch, because it takes a while to install. Also, we have to do some back and forth, because the bombs aren't all back here. But those two luggers did drop 2 bombs up here. There's one here, there's probably another one around the corner or something. So all the bombs, we have one on me as well, so all the bombs we need in this corner are now already up here. Using this as the source anyway. Only one grunt, it looks like. Right now. So if we can take out the grunt, we can almost do that install right here. Oh, God, there's an executioner. Okay, here comes an executioner. Or he's headed east, we don't know yet, but... Unfortunate. We can see which way he's going momentarily. Alright, he's going straight. So he's going to head around the east side. If everybody who's with him also goes that way, that's a good thing. sneak them up through side rooms. Yeah, right. That was the original plan. But the thing is, you still have to. You need a lot of turns to install them. 10 turns to install, and you have the movement time to reach the install location, and preferably getting out from the location also unseen. So that's actually over 20 turns total, depending on where we're coming from here. That's enough time for them to drop something on you. Getting really close though. The bombs are here. The spots are here. The main thing we're lacking now is, yeah, allies, and the hunters is the problem if there's any around. That executioner. It looks like he's alone. There's nothing else up here. Okay, never mind. There's 2 executioners. Oh shoot, they will see me. Oops. They can look right through this wall now. The entire wall's been destroyed. Oh god. Need to be careful. Those executioners are going to come probably down this way. Is that destroyed over there? Those walls were destroyed too. They might go east further then, which would be nice, but the fact that they're hugging the south wall means they're probably going to come this way, and so if I'm anywhere in view of this corridor, they will see when they come south either as well. So I kind of got to go out the west here, take that guy out. Hopefully there's nothing else in this corridor. I'm gonna go out the door now. If it's one grunt... No! There's still a watcher, and he just alerted the executioners! God damn it. This was so perfect. Once I kill this guy, we were about in position to start installing and then sneaking through the back rooms. One watcher still back here. Screwed everything up. The Horde? It might just be 2 executioners up there, unless you think there's also an ARC with them. Yeah, I think it's possible it's just 2 I think it's 2 executioners running around. That's it. Is there an ARC? Did you see one? I didn't see one. I only saw 2 executioners. Because it could just be 2 executioners. You saw the ARC, Hermelin? Oh, okay. I didn't see that. All right. Whoops. Well, that's unfortunate. That watcher just ruined everything. Once again, very close, but no cigar. I pressed up to edit, but forgot this is Twitch. Yes. I do that sometimes, too. Yeah, when trying to chat in Twitch before. It's very convenient in Discord. Yeah, this guy ruined everything. That was a perfect plan. It was already, if that was the group, they were headed east, we would have gotten, I was going to kill this guy, get an install, and then, you know, get ready for the next install, going back through here. It would have been perfect. He just ruined everything. Connecting to chat. What's happening with chat? Oh. Chat. Twitch chat is blipping on me here. As long as the connection's good. Looks good. Anyway, damn, dude, man, why you gotta do that, Watcher? Oh. Apparently we have not killed all the Watchers yet. There were so many earlier on, but shoot him out of spite. I'm actually considering it, because it's an opportunity. He's there. He's in range. Honestly, it's not a bad opportunity to just kill him. Even though it might be hard to hit. Oh, I can't hit him with the strike rail, though, which is the problem. Without the strike rail, it's a little harder, because I just moved. Wait, can I? Oh, he is within strike rail range. I can turn off my cursor. He's just in strike rail range. I can't, in fact, I can't. The only option is the strike rail. I'm just gonna freaking strike rail that guy. Almost got him. Almost. Now he ran away. Oh, he didn't run away yet. Oh, he's coming towards me? Oh, good. They have programmers, too. What if everyone left and he didn't alert? No, it's not. That would be hopeful, wishful thinking. Something tells me that stuff is coming from the northeast now on me. They warned these guys, but they were already over here, and they're going to come from my northeast, and I can't see them coming. Which honestly would be very bad, because that means they're going to open this door right next to me. And then I'm going to get dumped on. It'd be cool if I got some, like, allies to, like, come save me from the east, you know? Oh, look, it's another executioner. Oh, look. There's an executioner that came from the left and the right, which means there's, like, even more of them up there. We're so screwed. There goes all my energy. Oh, man. Hey, at least you get the Watcher. That makes me feel a little better. This looks staged. Yeah, I don't know. They're doing everything. Oh my god. It would be nice if we get some support here. I'm gonna have to retreat again. I can't even move now though. I just ran out of all my energy. I have to shut off my shield. Okay, I can maybe leave it on now. I had to shut it off, but oh, our friends are attacking them from the east now. Oh no, never mind. That's a striker. Oh, they are attacking. I don't know how many friends I have, though. How many friends do we have? I actually literally came back because we have friends. Oh god, there's the ARC. Oh, so close. Well, honestly, there was that other executioner coming from the west, it looked like, which would have changed things anyway. Anyway, fine. Was gonna have enough support coming from the east here to do a lot for us, so I decided to circle back around again. I'm getting shot by my friends now. That was definitely on my bucket list for this next trip. Getting pushed around now too. Think you guys could kill one bot maybe? Oh yes! Okay, I'm thank you for helping me. Oof. Hey, Bit 101. Oh wow, I've never seen this game before. Well, welcome to Cogmind. We are about to blow some stuff up. Oh man. Energy is in bad shape. Our Aegis took a hit. I don't know, man. So close. We were so close. If we could finish all these guys off really quickly, that would be nice. I think I'm going to fire this even though the ARC isn't open yet. And that's probably not good. Gonna have to turn off our Aegis soon. There's an imp. Please die, imp. He died. Alright. Man, if I had seriously, if I had a tractor beam, I would just level this entire place right now. The lack of the tractor beam is very unfortunate. I mean, I'm gonna level this group now, but I mean the entire area. Just go all the way in. We're gonna lose our regen plating shortly. If we lose that, all is lost. But honestly, this is probably the last group here. Is this turn-based? It is indeed turn-based. It's a traditional roguelike. Alright, take out the Executioner and then charge. How tough are the bombs on the ground? They're pretty tough. Specifically to avoid, you know, death to stuff like this. Okay, can you finish this one brawler? don't hit them. I mean, we don't have a choice right now. I need to take those guys out. But as you can tell, they've got a lot of integrity. Look, I just hit this with a ton of fusion bombs, and it's showing yellow. They've got a ton of integrity. Oh yes, the drill bombs do beckon. But yes, Cogmind is a traditional turn-based roguelike. And I really need some matter, so I'm going to actually path to the southwest here. I really hope our regen plating can get some more integrity back in the short term. Alright, so I pulled off our launcher because I don't want to misfire. This is it. I'm finally going to install this dude right here. Okay, that felt good. Okay. Now there's 2 more bombs to grab. This is so close. Okay, so now there's actually another big question. There's one more bomb here we can use. That is good. Really want to hit this spot as soon as possible. Combat kind of reminds me of Syndicate. Yeah, I mean, I was always, as a kid, I played a lot of Syndicate. I'm a big fan of Syndicate. XCOM is actually where it came from. A lot of the underlying original base mechanics. The original XCOM, UFO defense. Worth the cave-in chance to bypass the corridor? Oh, cave-in chance? I mean, you mean back here? Because, I mean, digging through here is good. All we need to do is time it so that there's no dispatch on top of it. And I don't know when the next one's coming. You know, I don't know if it's worth charging. Charging now is probably a bad idea because we're not that fast. Honestly, what if it's safe? All right, is there any luggers coming? Let me see. We got no luggers. Where the hell is the lugger? When was the last dispatch? 8 out of 10 targets. The last dispatch. Dang, I don't even see it. That's the last one. 5, 7. There's a couple. It was 150 turns ago. It looks like. So, oops. There's probably is. He's probably still on the way then. Yeah, he's probably getting close. I would like to think. Lugger, I hardly know her. Oh yeah, they are. They're not so lovable, I gotta say, but they do help bring bombs over here. That's where these 2 came from. Escorted them over. 50 to 100 turns. Yeah. Oh, you're talking about the dispatches? Yeah, every 50 to 100 turns, sometimes super quick, so relatively quickly. Yeah. Yeah. There's a couple different. There's like a regular dispatch. Like regular intervals, semi-regular, I wouldn't say. But then sometimes there can be like probably some extra dispatches due to what's happening elsewhere. So, and that can be harder to predict. But yeah, that's the thing. Back here, there is hiding spots. They could be opened very quickly, though, in the event of any combat. Honestly, this is a door. This is not an open space. It just wasn't marked as a door, which means if we get into this room, it's actually, there's nothing here. So it's easy to get back here. In fact, we could theoretically even go full back route and install a bomb there if we want to first, as a safe thing to do. But yeah, we could also move bombs first while we're waiting. All right, well, what we need to do now that we've finished that installation is, oh my God, I'm gonna die if we get into too many more battles here. All of our stuff is just way too red at the moment. I'd say, yeah, moving bombs up is good. What we need to do is put on our sensors real quick. Stop cooling, start sensing. Oh, well, look over there. This is bad. So there's 3 executioners and a striker over there. Striker.exe says Dash. Yeah. I'm worried about all of them. Okay, our friends, I don't know what the hell they're gonna do. Probably not much. I'm going to get the hell out of this corridor. I'm going to make one move, and if it looks like they're coming fast, I'm going to start jamming, although our range is not great. Okay, no, we can actually jam them. I mean, that's what I mean. We move first, and then you want to see if we need to jam. Oh God. Oh. Oh. Yeah, X's are 100 and we're 90. That was pretty damn close. Our friends, though. If our... Alright, they're gonna go over there and fight our friends. And we can... Oh, wait. Oh, man, I've already got the bomb in my inventory. This is actually perfect timing because they just dispatched, which means we can dig a hole and install right behind them. This is actually perfect. Finally some good luck for a change. Unless the striker decides to come south really fast and, like, spots us or something. But honestly, I think we have this. This is pretty cool. Alright. What do I destroy this wall with? This thing... This doesn't have Oh, wait. I was looking at the wrong thing. No, I was looking at the thing. This doesn't have penetration. Overtuned linear accelerators don't penetrate. So... That's good. Hermelin says, I can imagine nothing going bad. Stop that. Stop right now. Then you can try the super stealth route for the final bomb. I mean, we could technically even stealth through here again. The other bomb is right here. We can come through here and then grab that bomb and come back through the backside here. I mean, assuming you probably meant this as the super stealth route, maybe. The original route I was thinking of was coming from the east and going through there, which is also a pretty good route because a lot of the enemies are coming through this direction. But the fact that we didn't take out the garrison means there's a bit too much wandering around out here as well, which was the big problem earlier. But yeah, originally that would have been a good idea. But now we can probably grab this and go back here. All right, so we can now shoot through this wall. And the only thing that could cause a problem here is if there's a hunter that spots me. This is a door, which is closed. So if there is a hunter that spots us and I can't see it because we've got sensors only, then, oh, you know what? I forgot about that. I could... No, I guess it's nice keeping the signal interpreter. I've been keeping that on. It's nice. But the door might be gone. The door won't be gone. There hasn't been any fighting over there yet. So the door is definitely there. The SIGINT doesn't matter much. Yeah, it doesn't matter as much anymore. It's true. It's helpful, though. But honestly, yeah, this is a potential reclaim slot. Unfortunately, we're beyond where we can... re-equip with anything useful, so it doesn't matter yet, unless I'm carrying something, but I don't think so. Not really. Anyway, it's just something I was thinking of now as an extra slot to reclaim. It's been useful, though, to kind of know exactly what's what, but it's getting to the point where it might not matter anymore soon, especially since we can't spot hunters, which are a big problem. Anyway, so the only thing I'm worried about is a hunter and a hunter warning them. He won't be able to notify them unless he's pretty close. He'd have to be up in this top right corner. So we're probably safe to shoot this wall here and get ready to run in right now. Alright, so this is moment of truth. Okay. Now, what we don't want is to accidentally, in our corrupted form, shoot through the walls over there or something. If you're worried, you can swap the ages for the jammer. Oh, that's true. We can still jam as well. That's true. At this point, I really should swap the ages for the jammer anyway, right now, just in case. Let's do a botnet. Trojan track is pretty cool. I like... And just watch you get dispatched. But yeah, we can hack that terminal there for a Trojan track right next to the exit. It's actually a pretty cool idea, especially if we're going to remove our sensor. I mean, the signal interpreter. That's a good idea. Botnet, I've already got some botnets out. I think we got one on this floor at least, maybe two. Anyway, I'm gonna jam. Oh god, there's a grunt up there too. Alright, so, northern wall is there. Whoa, check this out. Quantum generator ready to explode. Oh god, I'm corrupted. Okay, so the next worst thing that can happen, I haven't misfired for a while. What if I misfired right into the quantum generator? Stop saying nothing bad will happen, Hermelin. Oh, this is not a good scenario at all. This isn't a highly explosive machine, and we're corrupted, which means we might misfire, which... can we destroy it in one hit? And the answer is yes. Our linear accelerator is powerful enough to blow this up. So a smart person might actually remove the linear accelerator here. A plasma cutter. Why would I be carrying a plasma cutter? Squads are moving east. Oh yeah, for sure. That's not a... the only problem is once this... if this explodes, all these walls are gone. Everything's gone. I'm just saying. So... and it kind of blows our cover. Anyway, I wonder what that grunt is doing. Is he alone? Anyway, we need to get up there soon, and then we're gonna have to run back down for the bomb. Anyway, it's looking up overall. If we can just remain lucky. Linear accelerator has a 50% chance to blow this if it fires. Honestly, we have 4 weapons, which means if we misfire, it'll be a random one. It's more likely to be a non-accelerator. And if it's one of the others, it'll be on a delayed explosion. At the best. If it even explodes. Stability on this is 95%, so that's, yeah, it would have to... Oh, interesting. So actually, if we take off the accelerator, it's impossible. Yeah. I mean, we have options. Yeah, for sure. We put on the sword. I'm trying to move a little more slowly here and think about all the bad things that could go wrong, because a lot of the bad things that could go wrong have been going wrong. So now we have a sword. Oh, look, there's a sentry. Okay, good job. We're going in. And now the only thing to worry about is destroying a wall and alerting the grunt, but I think we're good. Never seen this terminal before. Security level 2. Oh, look. Level access. Direct hack. Do tracking Trojan. 35%. Okay, goodbye. I'm not going to bother with that anymore. We're not a hacker anymore. We dropped all our hackware on entry. It would have been nice. It would also allow us to see hunters. I want that grunt to go away, but he's probably not going to go away very quickly. Hermelin, I blame this on you. That we literally couldn't have gotten over here faster than we just did, more or less. We're friendless. $254 matter. So close. So close. Alright, the ARC does not know we're here. This executioner probably also doesn't. They're gonna start moving, so they will know very shortly. But the ARC still doesn't know. It's funny that the striker spawned to the door. That's what I was worried about, is the door spawn. That's why I was a bit wary about coming this direction. I didn't actually know whether the exit was hit this location or this location. It could have been one cell to the north, and if it was, we would have seen the striker and the door would not have gotten opened. But we didn't know where the exit was. But anyway. Alright, so the ARC is still not open because we're jamming. He doesn't actually know we're here. But he's going to know very soon. If I pull southwest, is the ARC's dead? Yeah, I know, I'm thinking about the reactor here. The generator. Okay, the ARC is following. Okay, that's not good. He's going the other way. Okay, now he's not going the other way. Part of why I came down here is I kind of wanted to just destroy them all. Retreating is probably the smarter option. If I destroy them all, this has to be the ending will be decided in a very, very short term. 244 matter. All right, we're gonna try and go for a blaze of glory. First, I have to be able to actually get off a shot. It's explosion time. That's right. I gotta say, this friggin' guy to the southwest, this Archangel, is really annoying me. You've got to be kidding me! Why is there a hunter coming? Yeah, it might still work, I know. I was actually looking forward to this, but that hunter... Our executioner to the east is actually fighting over there, that's nice. Okay, there's the warden. IFF, gotta love IFF. Yeah, matter is low. One more bomb, but I have to actually go pick it up. Oh, by the way, if we want, we can actually exit right now. Which would mean we don't lose. You can actually win. We could win this run, probably, by just going into access. I mean, I'd have to rebuild an access, but that would save the run from a possible loss. I'm really trying to get the new ending, though, and we have literally one bomb left, after which we'd have to escape as well, but honestly, it's still doable, despite being close. We have to go down to the southeast and grab this bomb. We have some friends over here that were fighting that stuff that went east. They probably lost. But also we have to fight these things. And yeah, all right, so this is obviously an opportunity to if you really want to win, if you want like 100%, if you're trying to go for win streaking and stuff, we could easily bail at this point if we're not guaranteed to win, which we're not. But it's still doable. We're really, really close. Think of all the sunk cost. Yes, it's still doable. Unfortunately, we're about to lose our regen plating, and once we lose that, we can no longer sustain repeated fights because we'll have to keep rebuilding afterwards. Regen armor's been kind of carrying us, but we're about to lose it to these guys. I needed it for that. I don't suppose there's any fast stuff out here anymore, huh? Anti-grav systems. There's a lot of anti-grav, I guess, from programmers and stuff. Although that stuff's, a lot of it will be gone by now. Just wondering if we could build up faster. You could stash it. Oh, that's true. We can. We can try to save our regen by just hiding it in inventory for now. But that means that our build will also die, so it doesn't really help. Oh yeah, we can't stash it. It's fused. That's right. So no, we can't stash it. Yeah, it fused a little while ago. Not too long ago actually. But anyway, yeah, as you notice, there's the radius. We can't escape. There's the exits. They're reminding us. You know, you're next to an exit. Anyway, triple terminators though, and a warden. They're gonna shred our armor. If only we had another bomb already. Could just run north and do it right now. But I have to go pick it up. Hey, at least the lugger got it up here, right? It's the closest bomb is this one. The next closest is way back there. But the two luggers that we brought in, that was pretty good timing. Unfortunately, there are no walls we can use for blocking anymore. They're all gone. Also, who knows when the next ARC is going to show up. Cooling system sensor, right? Ringer and the Rosie left or right? Well, I mean, I want to go... Yeah, there's also... We could use these walls as blocking. That would help, actually. Left is probably less preferable. If only because it heads away from the direction we want to go, and we'll have to come by this area again, and more stuff might spawn, so I probably want to go east. Yeah, we just need a small lead to get ahead. Quite true. If only our armor wasn't fused. Actually, might it survive? 83. 73. 62. Oh, God. 47. Now I suddenly wish I had other armor. There's nothing else out here close by. Centrium light armor. Alright. Okay, so, well... sadly, if we head east, they're going to take a shortcut through the wall here. But we don't really have a choice, so we're going to lose our armor soon. The other option is to kind of wait where we are just a little bit so they move into the corridor more. But scanner back on. It'll only sort of help. What are we running that's... we have a jammer on. We could turn... Whoops. We could turn off our Aegis, actually, just to regen more energy in the meantime for just a few turns. Do we want to put back on our sensors? I think not. We already saw... The only thing sensors are going to help with is tell us what's down this way, and we already saw with our spectral that there's nothing all the way out to here, so it's probably fine. I think everything's gone. Oh look, it's another lugger coming. Oh, they're not over down to the southwest yet. Okay, that's good. Rather than going out into the corridor, we could go through this wall. It's probably a good idea. Oh, there's the hunter. Energy's coming back nicely. Sensors, sort of, maybe. We could see if there's another arc soon. The thing is, to put on sensors, I'd have to take off... I think I'd prefer to have jamming. Although, I don't know. Nah, jamming has actually been helpful so far. Oh, wow. There's a lugger right here. Hey, getting a little bit of luck. They're gonna get spotted by the hunter who's gonna help us fight them. That's exactly what we need. Unfortunately, it's true. There's probably going to be another ARC soon. Our fusion bomb has 39 left. What I need to do is go south, grab this drill bomb, and then circle back around. This is so close. I mean, technically, if we would just protect this lugger, he'll bring the drill bomb. He's going over here. We know where he's going. Why does this have to be so close? Just need some matter. Oh yeah, we have 75 matter. Damn it. Closest batch is that one right there. They spawned an ARC. Our friends are gonna die. They're not gonna make it out of here. So the new group out there has not seen us yet. 67 matter isn't enough to help them fight. Also, we're going to lose our regen plating. This is actually a really tough call. We can almost hide in here. They'll probably kill the hunters who know we're here. These guys don't know we're here, but if we hide up here for a little while, they'll leave. That's one safe option. The other option is to run out here, grab some matter, and use our fusion bombs to support them a little bit. We're not exactly fast, though, so we're going to lose our armor in that process. Yeah, my cog for a tractor beam. We so need a tractor beam. This is my first visit to this map ever. So, yeah, I made a couple big mistakes, and I didn't really think ahead on that. A tractor beam is essential for the if you're going to do this with combat and not full hover the whole way. The thing is, I didn't know if we were going to be doing hover or not. Run straight east, your original silly idea is starting to sound good. Oh, yeah. Yeah. If you go all the way out here, grab a bomb, and cut through this, you avoid this problem, this whole problem here. It's actually a decent idea, I think. This is a good dig. The only problem with that is sometimes there's squads and bots out here. The other problem being we have to go all the way back to get a bomb, which is kind of annoying. But sometimes there's stuff out here, and without seismic, we can't tell when hunters are coming, and hunters are a problem. So it's true, we could actually retreat out. But this was not a silly idea. That was a great idea. But, things are changing. We're reacting dynamically to the situation, right? That's the whole thing about this event. It does a pretty good job of producing just all kinds of different scenarios that you have to deal with, but you have a lot of backup options, purely because the event continues. And it's constantly changing what each side is doing, where they are. There's a bomb just south. I mean, yeah, we have to get down there. That's the closest one. Wait, where else is it? Oh, there's the one that's southeast of us too, yeah. But that's... Well, all right, okay. New assumptions. The fact that we have allies here means there are no enemies down here. So it is actually safe to fall in behind them if we want to grab that bomb. And then, what you were thinking also is coming straight back north to that, but we can't do that. Our friends are going to lose to this group, which means we will have to retreat. Improvise, adapt, overcome. Quite true. So, yeah, we could do that. Try to grab that. Either way, I think we're going to need to head southeast because we don't have enough matter. All right, so we're going to head northeast. Also, I can help shield these guys as we pass by. We've got energy for that. I don't want to be taking hits myself, though. I'm trying to wait for the executioners to fire, because otherwise I'm going to be a little close. They're going to get pissed at me, but... Yeah, right, let's get out of here. We have 4 elites. They have 2 ARCs. This is going to get really nasty. Oof. I really want to fire at least one fusion bomb over there. Just watch, though. It would miss and then kill our friends, and then we're in deep trouble, so... Damn it. I'm trying to pick up matter. The corruption just made me go the wrong way. All our friends are already dead. Oh, we have one more. Lost the regen. Okay, our entire build will now fall apart. This is the drill bomb. Yeah, we had the fusion bomb. It's almost dead. I'm considering whether I'd want to use it now or not. We're getting close to wanting to use it. Not quite, though. Almost. Actually, our scrap suit's about to die too now. That we've lost the armor, our scrap suit will go, because it's going to be next. And then we can't move. This is cutting it way too close. Alright, I think we have to bomb now. Just to survive this encounter. Hopefully survive this encounter. There it goes, bomb's gone. Okay. Yeah, 80 speed is good. Can turn our shield back on. But we're gonna start losing some speed. We should be okay with the scrap spheres because we have so many of them. Even after we lose the scrap suit. Man. Can't, yeah, we're gonna have to fall all the way back and then do one final push. It's so close, man. I really wish we had some friends out here. Okay, okay, we got two distractors. Never mind. Didn't realize that. It's just use the bombs and attracted everyone's attention over here. There's a lot of bad guys coming. Yeah, just got corrupted and went the wrong way. It'd be really nice if that guy could distract this guy. No friends, yeah. I was trying to take this guy out. It would have been nice. I don't want this guy attacking me the entire time I'm running. He's gonna attack us the entire time we're running. No friends, no friends. I see one friend. One happy, big friend. Our shield, Aegis has 16 integrity left. I took it off. It's barely helping anymore, and if I can get some armor, it'll last a lot longer. Where were these guys earlier, man? That's right. We got friends now. Friends have entered the chat. Okay, now for a little bit of an emergency rebuild. Armor. Makeshift heavy armor is nearby? Oh, that's kind of cool. I'll take any heavy armor. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, we can do this stealthy now. I need a scrap suit replacement. Oh, look, there's one right next to me. The ups and downs in this event, man, I'm telling you. Oh, man. Okay. Could put back our Aegis now. Makeshift medium armor. There's a strike rail on the ground? Whoa. Huh. Interesting. Turn that off. Grab that. Put that on. OB primed and ready. Yeah. Some backup guns. Oh, for sure. There's literally a striker on the ground, too. That was nice. Point defense. I guess we don't need that. It's a good thing they don't have launchers. Yeah. Okay. I need another power source. I don't see any nearby. They're all far away. We need... There's an antimatter way down there. It's probably gone by now. Shoot. We can pick something up from somebody, I guess. We need both power sources active, though. You need a digging cannon. Oh, I think I took mine off earlier. I've got a linear accelerator, yeah. Oh, we also have the Nova, that's true. I've been carrying that around and not using it. Alright, more matter. We could replace our legs. There's a shield leg. It's kind of funny. Just for the integrity. I don't want to go too far east, though. Wait, didn't we have two of these guys a second ago? Where'd the other one go? Yeah, we're carrying the drill bomb. I picked up the one from the southeast. We've already got the bomb. We're ready. We just need to pick up enough stuff because there's no resources up here. So, shield legs have huge coverage. Oh, for their coverage, yeah. Yeah, there's a double shield leg there and a regular. Actually, what is? Oh, yeah, their base coverage is high, so that's actually pretty good. Yeah. I kind of want to stick with my friends. I don't know how much of a... I'm not really sure what else from what was following us is going to be making it over here. Let's see, what else have we got here? Free slot. Just put stuff in... Alright, so we're pretty much ready. We just need to sneak into the back. So we can shoot through here, which would probably work. No spare matter is kind of bad. Well, I guess Nova Cannon can do it. So that's not bad, not too bad. I would only be worried about stuff wandering back there, which is... There will maybe be some stuff, but not that bad. No, I still would not call this slam dunk, but yes, this is like extreme Cogmind in a map. You know, Cogmind is all about rebuilding. You know, you rebuild, reinvent yourself several times throughout a run. It's pretty common, and in this case, you do it a lot in the same map, and it facilitates that, which is pretty cool. So, all right, so do I want to grab one of these first? Let me see how fast our friends are moving. They're already in combat, so yeah, I kind of want to take the shield legs, I guess. We're going to probably head north anyway, and I want to see how our friends deal with these situations. They've got a lot of firepower, but... Oh, heavy shield leg 451. I wonder if I should actually be carrying an experimental heatsink just in case. I still haven't lost my cooling, which honestly I'm very happy with, but maybe we should carry an extra one. Show coverage. Here's our coverage right now. Look at our shield leg. That's our coverage right now. Let's see in our inventory here. Yeah, shield leg is a nice job there. We need to keep our Aegis alive, which is helpful. Good old hot shot. Our friends are annihilating that group. I'm gonna pick up an extra heatsink because we don't have a cooling system. Yeah, those bots that were chasing us, they are toast. Yeah, if only had TCS, seriously. We can get over there and actually... Oh, actually could have shielded them, which might have made them last even longer. But they're good at repairing themselves, too. They can... Let's actually back them up, I think. They're getting a little ahead of me. They're good at not dying as long as they don't die. Yeah. I think we can take them. Also, we have more friends coming from the southeast. including another Scrap Hulk. Oh, that's right, Mr. Executioner. We've got triple strike rails in action. I don't suppose there's any more of those on the ground, huh? Where the hell did that other one come from? Dude came in from the north, I guess, and fought over here. Never mind, that's the back. Yeah, should have checked the range. Snipe the angel. Oh yeah, could snipe the angel. I didn't snipe the angel though. What else do they have out there? Just hunters. With the point defense too, it had to be an AP-73. Really? How? It's funny that it's still on the ground then. Those guys died a while ago. But yeah, that's the main west side source, I guess. Unless they also dispatch those as prototypes, do they? Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, I didn't know they also dispatched those. To be honest, I completely forgot what they sent out. I was thinking it was just all the other protos, but they also send out the experimental Alpha 7s. Huh. Well, that's kind of nice, actually. I mean, getting rid of the garrison's better, but if they're going to come, they might as well deliver some strike rails occasionally. Because it's a good weapon, but the only other source is, you know, there's the static sources when you first come in the map, and then there's the labs. Strike rail farming, yeah. But you'd prefer not farm. Okay, so are we going even through the front door first? We might do that. Stick with them for a little while. Ah, yeah, I'm okay with the full list. Yeah, it's the Alpha 7s, 3 to 5 decapitators, or the experiment, basically all the other experimentals. Yeah, the strikers, executioners, immortals, hotshots. Yeah, I assumed it was all those except maybe the Alpha 7s, but sure, why not? I mean, it'd be less of them as well, but strongly recommend the northern route. Yeah, from here, the only problem with the northern route is we're completely alone. And there can be guys up here, as we saw before. It's actually kind of dangerous. The advantage of going west is it's only temporary. I mean going west not the whole way, but and I don't mean going through here. I meant going west at least to this room. Because then we can also rebuild from this stuff and this stuff. There's probably some stuff we can grab. There's going to be another arc coming. Yeah, there will be, but we've got allies and there's more coming. Look at what's down here too. These guys are also going to be coming through here. With a lugger probably as well. So as long as we're not on the front line, our friends last a lot. Oh, these guys are pathing south? No, I'm pretty sure they're coming our way. We could also wait just a bit and see, but we're not in a hurry to get out of here at the moment. Oh, strike was that range. Bad guys? Oh, well, I mean, they're going to come. Stuff from out here, they can go anywhere. So, and yeah, the north is a little dangerous. We'll see. I'm going to move forward a little bit here first. The thing is, with our shield, though, I can protect all these guys. And I like the idea of getting a new power source and rebuilding a bit. Well, they dropped a bunch of flight units. Wow, that's... Wow. Imagine being fast suddenly. I don't think we can... we'd have to see the anti-grav, but... Oh, the Scrap Hulk? Yeah, the Scrap Hulk's getting really beat up. Oh, shoot. Okay, yeah. There's a bunch of guys over there, so he's probably going to die soon. Couple over there. How do they even regen core? When they use their scrap suit to repair their parts, they also repair core. So he can technically get his core back up if they win this fight, and he's repairing stuff. Centrium light armor. I kind of want to get another power source from over here before going my own way. There's no good ones, it looks like, but, well, I can actually do search and find a good one, but... yeah, they're all light and micro. Antimatter, the closest is way up there. Main thing is if we have power to defend our friends here. So far, they're going to win. More stuff might show up, but it's okay. Because there's more friends coming. Ooh, we lost the big guy. Okay. Safe for now. Also, I should probably turn on my scrap suit in a moment and fix some stuff, maybe. Overtuned bore cannon. Another makeshift heavy armor. I need to pick one of these up, actually. Makeshift heavy armor. Those things probably last a while. Yeah, rip big guy. Too bad. But we got another one. Actually, wait. Where did the other guy go? Did he go another way? Where are they? Well, anyway, I need to grab some stuff. So I'm going to do that. Okay, now we're going to need our friends. No luggers, though. Current allies. Still need another power source. Man, tractor beam would be so amazing. Kill the striker. Strikers are good at that. True. I don't want to take more damage than I have to, but now we've got spare armor as well, so we're in deep shit. In decent situation. Not in. Okay, we're good. Strike rails. We got triple strike rails now, so we're going to be pretty powerful in the offense. I haven't been doing that before. I was saving a lot of my. I was saving my strike rails. Unfortunately, they're all really damaged, but except the one nice green one we picked up. But what else do I have? Yeah. Yeah, definitely a new ARC coming, but that's okay. We've got friends now. Friends matter. Need power source. Okay, well, they're all dead. Can we go get a power source now? The nearest is still the same one. Yeah, I'm looking for something that's not light. Friends, aka meat shields. Oh, absolutely. Yes. All right, Scanalyzer is telling us. I mean, a spectral analyzer. I've been thinking about Scanalyzers a lot lately. What kind of weapons are sitting around here? Heck of a lot of stuff. Bore cannon. Looking for, anyway, something closer that could just serve as slot filler here. I guess I could just grab this beamcaster instead. It's not a good slot filler though. Obviously I've got another more in my inventory I could just throw on. I could throw on our accelerator, but a little damaging on the misfires when that happens. More strikers. Just want to reposition myself first. Just blasted off the beamcaster that I just picked up. Cute. Alright, maybe I won't help. It's a free spot right here. He didn't actually mean to do that either. So I'm mainly at this point trying to act as a shield for my allies and shoot, I can't hit him. And try and get one of those power sources still. because I don't want to lose my last one. Or we don't want empty power slots. But we're actually in decent shape now. Armor, have spare armor. Decent shape. It's not looking amazing, but it's not. It could be worse. Can't repair Aegis. All right, we just need to get to there. Shoot. Maybe at this point I should go north. Alternative would be to cut through this room here first. Cut through here and there. Just so that I'm kind of nearby my allies on the way. As soon as I leave them, they're going to die, though. And that could put us in danger as well. Well, they're not going to die that fast, but... Really need another power source. These are all light. We can't do light. Oh, the lugger's behind... Oh, here comes the lugger. Yeah, there is a lugger. He's not going to make it, but... we can't... I don't think we can be successful escorting these guys. We could if I still had a launcher. Remember, I've lost that launcher. That's the only way I had of dealing with groups. Now we're kind of having to pick them off with strike rolls, which is effective, but those are going to go soon enough too. So we can't take out enemies as effectively anymore. I only brought one launcher into the map, and there aren't any on the map except in the back. So we probably can't push forward with this group. They'll die. We'd have to get through multiple waves. So sneaking is the way to do it. I just really want another power source before we go sneaking. Alright, I'm gonna go get that power source. Which means I have to wait for these guys to win. We need power. We do need power, just in case. To run Aegis. I'm not gonna leave without it. It'd be a mistake to do that. It will buy plenty of extra time. Here comes the ARC. Okay, that's the reactor. TCS would indeed be nice. Okay. We've made it here. Let's see. I guess I keep the power sword. In fact, maybe I'll throw that on. Now we have a spare power source. Just because we have enough armor to keep our Aegis alive, and if our Aegis is fed, then our entire build lasts. So it's kind of vital, I think. Also, we just won that fight, and look at all these guys here. All right, what are they doing? They're in great shape. Another lugger coming. All right, well, we're already here, so, and there's nothing else, so I'm going to push. Enough to keep the next dispatch? Yeah, I think so. If they're shielded, this actually, we can win against the next group, as long as they're shielded. Alright, there is no matter storage here still, of course. Didn't think anything would bring it in. That's fine. Could almost use a battery, but I don't. There's an energy well. That's actually what it was. This one. Oh wait, I can just look there. 350 on that one. It's not terrible. Well, Spectral's really nice here. What if I lost that? There's an optical array anywhere? Okay, some people, they've still got executioners dropping optical arrays too. Just in case. Alright, so a bunch of these guys are going to be headed towards the bomb spot there. Okay. I'm actually still using sensors, which is kind of funny. Scrap suit. What's our coverage like? Okay, it's mostly the armor, which is kind of funny because it's just makeshift armor. Yet it still manages to form quite a lot of the support or coverage of this build. Okay, so from this point, we don't... I don't know, it depends really what's going to happen in the next attack. So I think I wait. I'm waiting for our friends here, because I don't want to go too far ahead. Not everyone is going to necessarily come up here, though, unless we draw them up here. Shield like in a dream, yes. Not using it, we could go into shielding mode, but we're not going to do that. We're not a leg build. I'm rather liking rolling around at 90 speed, which is a very respectable speed. Also, dang, we could actually just slip back now. Okay, no, there it is. Executioner. Okay, found the next group that's going to get owned. Oh shoot, are they turning around? There's two now. Oh. Man. Here comes more groups. Also, the luggers in front. Heck, at this point we could circle around left. Especially if the fighting's all gonna be up there. This might be the time. Alright, we lost our lugger. Oh shoot, there's another executioner. Oh, never mind, it's the same one. In the group. We've got a guy headed south too. One of our scrap hulk went south, but we got two more coming from the east. High is pretty nice, huh? Improved quantum? Oh, over here? Oh yeah, there is. Oh yeah, we should replace that. I'm just waiting around here anyway for a little bit. Shield them up, guys. Weakening everybody. Can't hit anybody but him. Oh no, we have a direct line to that other one too. Maybe I'll just kill their swarmers. Alright, what's our ally situation look like? People are taking damage. Lost the luggers, but there's a combat support group coming in, so that's good. These are our allies. Pretty good shape. Ran out of energy. Gonna take off my sensors and put on armor instead, just because I'd rather not lose the sensors. Pulling back because our guys are getting a little weaker here. Even though they're gonna win. Obviously the guys behind us are gonna come and crush everyone. But they will crush this group, and then we're gonna have to push forward on our own. All right then, let's go. Scrap Hulk from the south? No, the guy the south is actually going south. That original Scrap Hulk who was with us, he turned south to go down there. These are the two new ones that just showed up from the east, but apparently we have one headed south, and he's probably going to be fine down there. I don't think there's anybody down there. Yeah, don't stop believing for sure. Alright, I should take out this Executioner, but my shot is blocked, and I will move around to the west. Ooh, I see the southwest is fighting going on. It must be this Scrap Hulk down there killing people. Yep, there he is. He's down there fighting away. He's fighting something. Kind of funny having enough energy to still fire all our weapons, even though we're also using an Aegis at the same time. Okay, time to move ahead then. Come on, Scrap Hulks. We've got coverage from the east and the north. Stealth mode is being activated. Stunning. No, he didn't hit me. Good. Okay. That Executioner sees us, doesn't he? Yes, he does. Everyone up there knows we're down here. But our allies are in the way, so we should be okay for now. I don't really like the idea of trying to go down the west, though. We really should dig up there. I shouldn't be going this way. This is doable, but also very dangerous in case there's a spawn. As we saw before, that was a terrible, terrible spawn. I really want to dig north. I should probably not go this way. Aegis is doing a good job surviving. It's got almost no coverage now because it's got enough armor on. It's doing a very good job. I should probably start actually helping again and kill everything to the north with them. Took out his penetrator. Yeah, strike rails do help from avoiding attacking our allies. It's quite true. It makes me feel a lot safer. Normally I don't like fighting past my allies, specifically because you know, the stray shots suck. Finish him! Okay. Oh, someone dropped an 0bPrime scrap suit right here. I guess I could take that. Helical railgun. Makeshift coolant network. Oh yeah, we did just lose a couple of good guys around here. Did they drop anything else? What is this? Improved quantum. That was mine. Centrium light armor. Well, man, this has been a long fight for the last 3 points. I thought today's stream was going to end like literally 30 minutes after it started, but no. Oh look, RG-22 armor. Alright, is there anything else out here? There's medium armors around. Makeshift to the north, medium. Somebody dropped, yeah. Yeah, that was me. Actually, what other power sources are? Is there anything better now? Oh wait, there's no, oh yeah, that's the third one. Yeah. No, nothing else. There's an improved ion engine. Oh, see, so here's another example. Once again, I'm thinking of how our new search feature will be cool. You can drop all the light armors by using this in the future. It would drop all the light armors from this list. That would be pretty cool. Man. Nice new features coming to Beta 16. No, I'm blapping your friends unless they like it. All right. I am going to actually take a couple minutes break before this final, hopefully final push. I can't believe how close this is. And then we're going to have to actually escape after doing that, but that should be the easy part. Should be. All right. I will, going to take a break for just a moment. I will be right back. Playboy says, now that we're completely primed for victory, I think we should squirrel around for useless junk. Primed for victory, but it is still not guaranteed. Get back in here so my keyboard works. There we go. Okay. The Aegis has been, yes, definitely a big part of this. That and the regen plating did as well. Speaking of regen plating, that's right, there was no other heavy armors out here. We could do heavy armor. No, see, wait, what actually? Oh, wait, never mind. Yeah, okay, so that would work, but, oh, that's right. Okay, so, yeah, closest is down there. Just thinking about other armor pieces. Let's see, we do actually have an empty inventory slot now? The important thing now, though, is to get the hell out of here. Prototype ballistic cannon? Maybe this is the strikers are carrying, probably. Would be my guess. Okay, so the safer route would be to head north and dig through there, even though it's a dig, it's a dangerous dig, which is kind of funny. Doing a dangerous dig right here at the end. Just watch it take out something important. Okay, ally distribution. No enemies in sight except for a disarmed swarmer. Pick up some matter on our way over here. Wonder where our friends are going. We have no luggers left, so these guys are just wandering around. Next dispatch in about 30 turns. Oh, that'll be exciting. Whoops. You have no more cover going left? Yeah, that's the problem. Okay, otherwise I would prefer to go left, because it doesn't require a dig, but we do not it wouldn't be a safe option at this point. We would be hard pressed to get through there, which is why I switched to going northeast. Another drill bomb. Confirming we do have a drill bomb in our inventory. Drill bomb. Getting that HCP storage sure was helpful too, huh? Of course, if we didn't get it, we probably wouldn't have gone combat. We might have stayed hover and done a lot more tricky things and been a bit of a very different kind of run. Heck, we don't have to do the dangerous dig. We can go this way. Do a non-dangerous dig. Wait a minute, I don't have my sensors on. Okay. Oh god, IFF burst. Hope that didn't alert any hunters around here. You think we're home free. There they go. Alright, as long as there's no hunters up here, we're good. You know, it's tempting to do this again. Normally I would, because I don't think we can get traced here. It's kind of close, though, to be honest. Quick alert purge. A new record. Oh yes, the dragon record. Anyway, alright, I guess we'll go without it. All we're worried about is hunters, really. Oh look, it's triple sentries over there. Oh, that's hilarious. my god. I'm trying to think of if I can install right here, probably. What if I tried to install here? It might be another bot nook? What do you mean, what might be another one? Obviously there's this one. You mean like, I don't see, you mean this here? That shouldn't be, what is that actually? Is hunt? This shouldn't be, right? It would have, it would have to be hunters, you mean? Spill something on my, oh I did. 1 second, spill something on my keyboard here. I wonder, keep pressing these keys. It's getting all wet. If you jam and go from the south, you only have to fight one. That is true. The main thing it's true, I'd be worried about what's this here? Is that hunters or something? Oh my god. And this would be an insane end if it is. For that, what we could do is go northeast and we can spot from far away. We'd have to go all the way over here. Or go down this way and up there, but that's too close. We can't go near that. That's not happening. We might need to come out of this room and go that way just to be safe. But yeah, these guys are not cool. But yeah, there's a couple options here. One is to go from this side and jam them. I was wondering if you destroyed these and tried to plant on this. That's a wall though, which means if you stay there, well, it's probably safe actually to stand around there. I was gonna say we could cut these two out and install right here, and they can't see us if you come from the south side there. But jamming is another option, which our jammer is still present. Oh, I guess we need to know what this is. This is a machine, I believe. It's probably a machine embedded in the wall. This, I guess in theory, it could be robots. It doesn't have to be, but actually it could be a junction. It's hard to tell. I don't know what that is. I think it's not deep enough for more guards. Oh yeah, I think so too, in fact, because they normally have to be 2 deep, don't they? And this is only 1 deep. Which means it's probably not. There it is. Now we've seen it. Also, this would be the direction if you're trying to sneak into the labs, like we said at the beginning of getting the map data. This is a really advantageous map generation because right through this wall is a very short dig into the labs. There's a thick protective wall here, but if you have a way to dig through it, this is an excellent entry point. Okay, so yeah, it's just sentries here. So we could jam them. We could actually fight them all and just kill them all, but which might be, I don't know. It'd be doable, but also dangerous because we don't have a lot of matter. This here, I think it's not weird. I think what happened is it was probably a junction and it got absorbed by this other section here. So it used to be one of those junction-like areas like this, and any of those can be 3x3 type thing. But certain map elements can be absorbed by others. So that's what would have happened here. But it's true, yeah. Normally these nooks have to be 2 deep. And so if there was one here, it'd be pretty unlikely. I don't think that's possible. It's true. On this particular map. Alright, so yeah, that's a crazy location for this. I mean, these sentries. I like the jamming idea. If only the only bad part being it prolongs being up here, and I don't want to be here any longer than I have to be. Alright, we'll have to go back through this room. Okay, where's the best place to cut through here? Oh. I was about to. Be a perfect setup for a trap. actually get through from this point without being spotted. It's actually really close. I think I could pull off my interpreter now. I think. I don't want to regret it later though. But it's almost an opportunity to pull off my interpreter. Mainly just because it'll be easier to escape if I can tell what's what. Yeah, that's the main reason. Otherwise, we'll still have, I'm not saying get rid of sensors or keep sensors, but get rid of the interpreter specifically, because we now know that anything left is a combat bot. We already know that. The main thing is just what is what, which is quite helpful actually to know still. I guess we'll stick with this. Yes, the sounds of Protoforge, very different. All new sounds, right? New map means new sounds. This here is a frame tuner, in case you weren't sure. Okay, apparently there's stasis traps here too. You know, could I install here without actually... I can install here without this guy seeing us, I think. I'd only be worried about that caving in on me or something, but I don't think that can happen. I think we should try that. But if we do that, I really kind of want to remove... Well, no, I could remove the sensors instead. I was going to say remove the signal interpreter for the Aegis, but we could just take off sensors at that point. I don't want to get stuck in stasis on the way out of here. That would be bad. Oh. I found the stasis. If it caves in, you can blame Kisrati. I will. I will blame him. Cave-ins aren't real. They can't hurt us. Okay, so I could walk over here and use my sword to take this out. There's a chance of that cave in. I could also use a cannon. The only reason I'm thinking I don't want to use a cannon is specifically just because it's going to waste more of my matter. Cave-in's going to bonk me into sentries. You can feel it. Don't do that! Yeah, I know we have one. I'm thinking about whether I want to do it, though. Just because I want to conserve as much matter as possible. We have no matter supply anymore out here. But we're good on strike rails. I'm gonna probably replace this. All right, here we go. Would the cave-in destroy the drill bomb? Let me think about that. Oh, you know what? No, it would probably push it away, I think. I think that's how it would work. I think we have to do this for content, okay? We're gonna try it. I don't think it'll cave in to period, though, right? Does it cave in if we stand there for 10 turns and do stuff? It won't. It was fixed in beta 15. That did happen in beta 14, right? And it was fixed in 15. So it won't cave in. Yeah, we should be fine. Yeah, I fixed it. Right. It was a mistake that would happen. It could happen. It still happens if you're completely surrounded in the walls and you try to wait forever. It can cave in, but it won't do it here. So yeah, yeah. At least I said I fixed it. So we're going on my word. Okay, I'll trust myself. That's a bad idea, but just kidding. No, we got this. We got this. All right, we're gonna try this. We shouldn't be spotted here either by that sentry. In before misfire. Oh yeah, a misfire actually at this point taking out a wall would make it more likely we get spotted. Advanced bug testing, yes. Okay, we're not gonna get spotted. Just watch the drill bomb drop somewhere else or something. No, it's not gonna happen. Okay, so I'm going to install this, and I mean, this is already a mega spoiler stream, we know that, so this is going to be trigger the start of the new ending sequence, and we will have a limited number of turns, actually, to get out of here. Which, actually, I don't know, oh, I do. Alright, here's our distance, check it out. This is a feature that you can activate in your advanced options. Our absolute fastest time where we can get here, which is where we need to get to escape, is 60 turns. We're gonna have 100 turns to escape. Well done, dear bolts. So this is, obviously the other option we have is we can start shedding parts. We can even go core hover in the end if we need to. We don't have much core left though, so that would be dangerous to do too soon. We can speed ourselves up as necessary. We could even get a little faster by dropping, yeah, just dropping some of our heavy stuff. Our reinforced antimatter reactor. Anyway. But we're going to try not to do that. We're going to try to get... We don't know what's in... One of the problems is we don't know what bots are in the way, which could be a problem. But anyway, we have 60 turns, which means we're going to have about... which means we're going to have about... we have 40 turns to spare time. The reactor gives you 10 speed for free. Yeah, by dropping the reactor. Does it 60? Yeah. We're currently at 60 support, so yeah, we could drop the antimatter reactor if necessary, or pull it off, and it'll speed us up. Which we'll probably want to do, but I don't think I'd want to do it immediately, because that speed, well, I don't know, it does add up over time, but... Anyway, here we go. We're going to do this installation now. Bomb network complete. Detonating in T-100. All forces retreat to Forge area. So, they're going to explain more also as things go on here, but as you can see, there is now a red flashing line. We need to make it past that line. It's the finish line. It's glowing for us. So you have to go all the way back to the Forge or the labs. So we can't make the Forge. As you can see, it takes us over 100 turns. Well, actually, you can get there in 93, but yeah, it's... fastest route. Again, this is fastest route. We might need to do a little bit of rerouting on the way. So the safest way to survive is to go up here. And preferably not be killed while that's happening. But yeah, here's the line you need to make it past. Actually, wow, check this out. Here's another trick. Actually, wait a minute. What if we buried ourselves in the wall here? Where is the actual wall? Is it here or is it here? It would work. We could bury ourselves in the wall. The thing is, I don't know where the wall is. Someone with let me see. Well, we can know. There might be another earth wall here. There might not be though. We don't want to science that right now. It's true though. If you could get, actually, wait. What if you're on? I think if you're on the line, it's safe. I think. I'm pretty sure if you're on the line. The reinforced wall is pretty close though. Are you saying it's only 3 tiles behind where those reactors are? Oh yeah, so here, yeah. Isn't there a double width wall? Isn't it 2? Aren't there 2 walls though? Or did I reduce that to 1 eventually? I'm pretty sure it's still 2, right? Oh, so this is just dirt? Yeah. We have enough time to try it. That's true, we can run over there and dig in. But it does waste time to do that. We don't... See, getting down here is 25 turns. Going up here is... and then coming down is going to waste more time. It's going to waste us like an extra 15 turns or so. Well, we can do it by distance because the speed we're moving. We'd actually waste about 50. No, and actually we can't go this way because of the sentries. Well, we could. You can just let them chase us, but you'd want to go south and up and then back down. The other option... Oh, wait a minute. We just dig in here. We don't have to worry about that. Just dig in here and leave right when the counter's going to go up. Isn't that one room even on the line? What room are we talking about? Oh, down here? Oh, you're right. Yeah, this one is it. Oh, yeah, even over here, there's this line too. The thing is, though, doing this is more dangerous because we have to come out here to get there. I mean, unless we dig through there as well. But honestly, the safest thing is to dig in right there. I didn't think about that before. This would work because you see the actual defensive wall is actually it's a single line. Isn't it? It's above there, right? Yeah, it should be above here. I think this whole area back here is safe for digging. I'm pretty sure. This is kind of funny. I don't know the actual, I don't remember the layout. But yeah, it's on an angled line, which means this whole area is just excavatable earth, which means you can actually safely get out this way and this way. So taking out the northwestern bomb points in the end is still okay. Oh yeah, imagine 0bPrime sealing the forge and high-fiving each other and Cogmind's just stuck in the wall. They'll dig us out later. Okay. I'm gonna run. Time to run. Time to escape. We have sensors on. Oh wait, I forgot to check the timer. 2:26 is the timer. I'm starting to think I should actually remove my reinforced antimatter. It's going to drop our energy supply, which means less shield use. But we need speed. We're now 80 speed now. Made it under the next threshold. Important. Anyone southwest of the demarcation line will be blasted to scrap. For your own safety, get away from there. So yes, we are currently southwest of their line. So... Any of you short on time and closer to the OB10 access point may consider sneaking back through OB10 that way. So yeah, it's the reminder that if you really can't make it, you can actually take the stairs and still get back. But if you do that, technically you are in Cogmind's hard mode. You know, it goes into they go into their advanced defensive protocols, and access is much more complicated. Beware, MC appears to be massing forces in areas on the other side. Survival in OB10 could become extremely difficult. So there's your warning. An ARC just spawned, unless that doesn't happen anymore. I mean, it could happen. I'm pretty sure they can still spawn. I don't think that they don't change their dispatches. This is yeah, they definitely would still spawn. This is just on the UFD side. They're the ones who've installed the bombs. They know what's going on. Main C is completely unaware of that right now. It might be faster to go through the door than it is to cut through the wall. Well, no. Actually, we have no cannon, never mind. I was thinking about using the... sword, but I don't even have that on anymore. So yeah, I mean, I think we should probably just dig in over here. It's the safest thing to do, which is funny. It's not the most glorious way to win, but if it works. Let's just hope I actually have some luck now and I'm not going to get spotted by hunters. And this is kind of what my apartment complex looks like. Wait, is that... Are we referring to maybe this section? Or where? Or does it have bombs about to go off? Whoops. Oh, shoot. I should pay attention to where I'm going. Okay. Yeah, there. It's down here. Yeah, it's... Okay, well, there's a picture. Alright, so we should... I'm gonna try digging through the wall in here. That wasted turn could be your undoing. It better not be. Unless I messed up here, I think we're fine, right? Ah, yeah, remember when I lost a plus by one move? It's amazing how, you know, Cogmind turns are so granular, and yet many a run has been lost by just like 1 or 2 turns. But by the same token, won by 1 or 2 turns as well, which is always exciting to have it the other way, right? All right, through the wall. Okay, different wall. We'll get through eventually. Oh, come on. Just watch me overheat and something bad happens. Hey, Magi. Magi says I've had runs die because of 1 or 2 corruption mismoves. Oh, yeah, those are terrible. Fexa had a +++ loss by 1 tile. Oh, God. T-50. Anyone not out of the danger zone, better hurry. This is too big a moment to extend the escape window. Here's your extra double warning. This hole is shaped like Cogmind. I'm trying to make this hole shaped like a friggin' scrap hulk, you know, because if there's a cave-in right while I'm trying to get into it, that would be very, very bad. So we need this hole to be extra big. It's kind of funny because this wasn't really necessary. I probably could have snuck back the other way, but screw it. We're not Luigi digging. I'm just gonna hide in the walls when the explosion goes off. We're committed now because the timer's running. We're committed to rocks. This is the Luigi exit. Okay, we're getting close. Timer's at 3:02. I'm just making as big a room as possible. Not gonna risk it to something. A real I'm in your walls moment. Yeah, we can tank a few cave-ins. Please get in there. We've got 20 turns. The only problem is, yeah, if cave-ins push us back out, I'm definitely the only player to ever do this. I'm proud to be the first. Okay, now I just need to make sure we've got the right stuff on. Let's put on some more armor. We can put on our Aegis. Put on, let's do the armor there. Take off our signal interpreter. Put on our Aegis remote shield. And we are in fine shape. Okay, so it is, they haven't even started the countdown yet. We're good, right? Let's see, we move at 90. It takes, I don't want to sit in there for like 20 turns though, right? What if you? That's what I'm worried about. Multiple cave-ins, but we should be fine. We're just going to be moving in not very far, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 turns to get in there, and we also need to be ready to destroy walls. Like, I don't know. I'm going to try to do it a little before it comes to that, but let's take this off and put on a power sword. Actually, redirects too. Good call. Redirects. We're at 20%. 20% corruption is actually pretty low. It's lower than I thought we might end this at. Certainly glad we won. I'm gonna win this, right? Knockbacks, yes, right. That's the main thing I was worried about, is the knockbacks and having to move in again. But we should be okay. Could have tried this in the top room for no cave-in chance, but here we are. We could have tried it there first. You're right. But no, actually, I've used up most of my time to dig here. I don't think I would want to waste those. That would have wasted 30 turns. So this is actually a better plan to come straight here because we made a much bigger hole. All right, 13. It's 13. 26. We've got 13 turns. Okay. I don't want to go just yet. It'd be funny to die though. All right. They're going to start countdowns now. I'm not going to die. I know. We're good. Here we go. Yes. Listen and recite. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, there's a countdown sequence, and there's multiple different scenarios, because I figured, people are going to want to do this ending more than once. I thought I'd spice it up by making the endings a little different, at least with the text dialogues. The process is the same, but at least there's different themed countdowns. And we've got the great nut ending here. So So yeah, you can look forward to getting different kinds of endings, different people on the intercoms there. Dude, not now. So yeah, there's you can tell what's going on here. But if you're familiar with Scraptown and UFD lore, but anyway, cave-ins. Oh come on, can't we all just count together? Fine, T-7 in case you lost count already. All right, so I'll leave that for you guys. But we got the Great Nut dialogue. There's a bunch of different ones. All right, so we're in cave-in territory. Yeah, before the 0 cycle. Damn it, not like that. Counting down. All right, so Great Nut. Look at this exit location. So great. Put on shielding mode. That's a funny idea, actually. We've only got 5 turns left. Doesn't it take 5 turns to turn on shielding mode? Oh, 4 turns. I forget. I haven't even used shielding mode for real yet. It's kind of funny, though. Or is Cogmind sitting here in his leg shielding mode right before the place goes? All right, so we're going to get the ending here shortly. There's no way we're going to die. We're now in shielding mode. Well, soon we will be. And yeah, hopefully we don't die. The only immobile ending? That's funny. No, you could be immobile in Warlord's ending. And I'm sure many people have been. UFD will never find you in there. This is actually a really funny place to end. We're going to win here. Yeah. Oh, I forgot. I could have put on another power source too, just in case. We'll put that on while I'm waiting here. Let's put on a reinforced react antimatter. Okay, how about this? Here we go. Here we go. Praise be to Great Nut. Oh, we went in shielding mode right there. Here we go. It's the end. All right, so I'll skip the ending animation as I usually do. I don't normally put those on my streams or YouTube, so I'm going to skip past the animation. But there is a new animation, of course, for the end that depicts what happens afterward. But basically, lore-wise, as we've already discussed, the whole point of this event, the whole point of this ending, is the UFD is taking control of the Protoforge and the labs. It's what's left of it. It's mostly in good shape, right? It repairs itself. And the labs, and they're going to have to deal with Super Fortress later, and they're going to use this to power and support the Complex OB1, which they have by now completely, or they will in short order, completely take over, because they've been building up resources there. And that's part of the ending that you can see when you get this ending sequence. But they're going to destroy this entire section of Protoforge, and presumably, yeah, it disconnects these areas for a long enough time that they can use. Anyway, we won't get into more of the lore, but yeah, that's the theory behind it. You can read more about it when you're doing it yourself. So next turn, we actually won the game, and we can see a score. All right, well, we get the ending behind us, so 49K only, not good. The ending actually, it actually shows behind there. I'll skip past that, even though technically, if you can watch the ending before the end, the screen shows up. But I only got 50K for that, which was pretty crazy. But you saw my route; it was hover and avoidance and UFD hacking. I was not doing a score heavy route, so I only got 50K. We can actually look through the score sheet, but I don't know what else I'd look up in there. But hey, 1. I can't believe that literally took an entire stream time. That's almost 4 hours and just the last 3 bomb points. Pulled it off though. That did not look like it was going well several times throughout. So that is a long ending. Yes, getting that win. I was mentioning about it earlier. Shield leg clutch, right? And that's it. I'm happy with how that turned out. I actually did manage to get the ending, and on my first visit to the Protoforge too. So that was good. It didn't go. It went in as hover, which is not my style. But I think that was pretty important for this. I probably would have had more trouble had I not done that. But I'm also looking forward to raiding the actual labs at some point. I don't know when I'll do that, because it's not normally the kind of thing I play for, is aiming for doing that. But if opportunity presents itself, I'll go. I'd be okay with that. Trying that. Let's see. So here's my stuff. It would be fun. So only 49k, but we got a W9. See it on the score sheet there, W9. So I don't know. I think I'm still missing some wind types too. Here's my wind types list there. Yeah, I'm missing several wind types. I don't have. I still didn't get the 8th wind type yet. That is not one. That's a tougher one that I haven't tried. And oh my, what? Look at that. I don't have W1. I have all the other ones. That's actually kind of funny. I think someone mentioned that recently. How there's some people who have done all these other endings, but they just don't get this one, which is kind of weird. Anyway, haven't even tried Surrender. No. Oh, the thing is, I don't visit Main Sea a lot. And so I've never really had an opportunity. If I'm going to visit him, I'm normally in a situation where we're just going to absolutely obliterate him, or visit him with Warlord, or I just can't even reach Main Sea is what normally happens when I get to command. So I still haven't done Surrender. Have not done that. I never aimed for it either, though. So. But yeah, killed him with CRM. Only with the Sigix, probably. I don't think I've done it otherwise. Unless it was maybe a long time ago before that ending was added. That would be another thing. I probably did would have had several opportunities before that was added, but the ending was added. That was like beta, I don't know, I remember what it was, 11, 12, something like that. Anyway. Yes, you're welcome, Dosh. Thanks for hanging out. I'm glad I was able to finish that before your bedtime. And I even finished it before my lunchtime. So excellent. Have you have double W2s? Oh, you have double the W2s as W1s? Really? Yeah. I still haven't gotten those. But yeah, this is the main one I haven't done. This is Surrender ending. That'd be a fun one. It's sort of similar to the UFD ending in just that there's a bigger battle you have to fight at the end, but it's definitely harder in a way and more concentrated. But they're very different types of endings, really. The one that we did was definitely a lot more drawn out. You recently did this one again, but you were mega jacked with triple LAs, slightly unfair. Yeah, I saw that one actually. The triple LAs, and saw people were asking about it. Well, anyway, that was fun. I'm glad I managed to get it that time. That was my first time to Protoforge, and only the second time trying for the UFD win. The other time I accidentally missed the exit. But anyway, that was fun. Yeah, I like that the endings are, a lot of them are pretty different. And I like to mix things up. Obviously, some of the basic ones, there's 2 or 3 which are relatively similar to one another. But just for lore purposes, they're different. But all the recent stuff that's been added, the last several have all been aiming to be stuff that's relatively different in nature, and should keep that in the future. But there is actually 1 or 2 other endings. I think at least one ending which I've planned, but also a very different one compared to the others. But also possibly not at the end. I'm thinking of another one that you could win without making it to the surface. At least one other, yeah, which would have different goals. Spread out perhaps among multiple maps. Cobbler ending. Maybe. Something like that, maybe. We'll see. I'm not actually sure though yet. We still got to get the other factions going. Unchained are coming, and I don't think they're going... I was considering actually making them more expansive in terms of you can join them and do crazier stuff with them, working with them and even getting an ending with and or for them, possibly. But I think that's going a little too far, so I'm pulling back on that idea and going to try to stick to the original plan for them, because their main plan is to have more highly developed AI and abilities. And that in itself is going to be a lot of work. So I'd like to keep it focused on that for now. And maybe in the future they'll get expanded, but I don't want to go that far just yet. So, but there's a separate other ending I've been thinking about not related to them. A dig to the Great War Rift, the digging ending. No digging. Anyway, I don't know what else there wasn't really anything else special to remember there. It's funny here at the end, Immobile Siege at the end there. That is a funny way to end. completely unnecessary. I mean, we actually ended with pretty much the same build that we were fighting through the map with through most of the time, except for the first half was all hover and bomb installation, and the second half was fighting plus bomb installation. And yeah, that was a pretty exciting ending. I rather enjoyed that. I would like to do that some more times. There's a lot of different types of builds you can do. You can combine it with going into the labs and raiding those first. Obviously, we did this. I did it on high support, but not max. High was definitely good enough. Those scrapbooks were really nice allies. Safe in your blanket fort, and too bad there's no proto hover boss now to give you good hover restocks. Yeah. You say too bad, but I don't know. I like that aspect. There's yeah. I like what it gives you and doesn't give you. I should have dispatched B series so they could explode in your face. But yeah, that's the other reason. If we sneak into the back, you have a lot more you have to fight. There's a lot of other protos back there, and you get good stuff, but you also have to fight even better stuff. Anyway, unless there's any requests, I don't know what else that I'd want to look at through here. Proto operators. So yeah, that's the end, and next week is a fresh start. I might not do Cogmind next week. I haven't actually decided. I've been wanting to play and stream some other games as well. A lot of stuff on my list. There's other Cogmind runs I want to do, and also other runs that I want to do too of my stuff. Not even necessarily Cogmind. We're gonna do some XCOM runs at some point. Oh, did Optimus survive? Oh, he died a million years ago. He did die a million years ago. Optimus was way mega dead. We did see him though. We saw Terminus. Terminus died. We saw Optimus. He died. He lasted a while and helped us out, but yep, he never got to see 0bPrime. So let's see, hacking. Yeah, so anyway, as long as that is decent length Protoforge. Get a lot of proto destructions in here, which is kind of long. Installed the bombs. Found that extra strike rail. Nice. Oh, look, here's in our log at the end, the last message is praise be to Great Nut. Got the whole thing. And oh yeah, our exit here, exit location is so funny. That was an interesting spot. We didn't get a cave in actually at the end. It was not super likely though, actually, considering I saved it till the end. Just the right amount of time. There was the right amount of time to get out of the way and or solve a cave in or two if that had happened, but not so much that it was definitely going to cave in if we tried to jump in there early, and it'd be just kind of risky. I didn't want to bother. So. So yeah, next. I'm not sure. We'll see what we do next week. But anyway, for this week, I'm going to get back to working on scanalyzers. I'm going to finish that hopefully this week. There's a lot to do, but made a lot of progress so far in the past couple days or so. And then I can start on the Unchained, which is the last part of Beta 16 because everything else is done. It's got a fairly long changelog already. Yeah. Decent chunk of new features and extra QOL and bug fixes and all that sort of stuff. And the Scanalyzer thing is going to be pretty interesting. I'm considering releasing that as a pre-release for patrons to play around with all that while I'm working on the Unchained, or earlier, perhaps, just so we can see how it actually plays and if we want to tweak it at all. But I'm actually pretty pleased with that system turned out. So by the end of the week, hopefully that'll be done. And then sometime after that, I'll do a write-up on Patreon. So anyway, your best stat was parts field recycle. What? Anyway. Oh yeah, down here too. Anyway, so yeah, throughout I'll be back in Discord as usual, and I can't think of anything else to mention. So thanks everyone for showing up, and if you missed part of it and want to catch it on YouTube later, I will be uploading this. And yes, I got my W9.